Adudankwa, well collated, which aggregation must give us the outcome of a presidential win. We will not accept anything other than what is provided for in law under CI 127. So presidential election results coalition form, polling station code. So it means every polling station details must be provided. I again lead you to Form 11. It's here, Form 11. You also see she is to work in accord with law. Presidential regional resource coalition form, name of constituency. So we expect that for each region, for instance, if you take northern region, you say Tamale South, Kumbungu, Savulugu. We want every single detail of the presidential performance of Excellency John Dramani Mahama and Nana Adudankwa Akufo-Addo, and an aggregation of it. We do not want anybody to come and say that somebody has won the election by 5 or 6 million. When we cannot explain or understand what accounts for the aggregation and cumulative figure of 5 or 6 million. We want Form 11 to be respected, and we want Form 12 is my additional evidence in law that must be provided. So I want to thank you. And then Sefiwe Asu is one of the 5. So you see a desperate government which is refusing to die. That the government said that when you want to kill a snake, kill it in the head. We will kill it in their head with a parliamentary seat of 140 and parliamentary majority to trigger our performance as the presidential election. So chairperson of Electoral Commission to respect the letter and spirit of the laws of Ghana. And again, the 5th constituency is Sefiwe Asu that they are desperately trying to overturn. They are compelling and forcing our party agents, again, using the military. We demand professionalism from the Ghana military and the Ghana police service. They should not allow themselves to be used for purposes of intimidation. Sooner than later, we'll be there. And Excellency John Mahama will assume office as Commander-in-Chief. We'll weed out those miscreants and unprofessionals who are misconducting themselves. We are capturing some of them on video, and let them be assured, no gun will install a president in this republic. And we have alerted our supporters across the country. We will respect the sovereign will of the Ghanaian people and the legitimacy of their terms, not the threat of a gun or a weapon by any policeman or any soldier. We refuse to be intimidated. You see them outside there, tell them if they want, they should point their guns to me. I'm not a coward, and we are not cowards. Let them do it. We will not succumb or yield to those pressures. So, ladies and gentlemen of the media, demand from the chairperson of the Electoral Commission respect to CI 127 and how presidential results and its outcomes are declared and collated, consistent with constituency and polling station results and aggregation. Demand that there is no recount per our laws at coalition centers. Coalition centers are centers for aggregation of results. Parliamentary results we know because we have agents who aggregate polling station performance and feed us in. We know we have a majority of 140. God bless. My senior colleague will address you.
Neat 100.9 Ghana MONTIE today, Monday, December 14, 2020. Make out some Russia be your phone and net one more sign and share sit now and see. Yato abana wie. Insansu no send a tier and none pay your baby dean come baby Hesen and Yamasi tier. My Ghana would their one cratan and community saying, and Chedi Nimun Semno Ede Bremo. Nano o man penyi dada John Dramani Mahama Jimu my year NDC as Franco Tuni edit to just one year aya abatwe entum enti dien pa no mbe yombe kokota na saying ene bekono anope be he na ya pempenfo ne anyom di nkomo e wo yedwumedie so need 100.9 Ghana MONTIE edwumedie sunie ino echi mo fidi ato ase memo akwa ba efrem kwesi aboagye na dwumedie chiami anope nso akosia sapon kame ho obebo akenkan ye de bonkrata no de aman nkomo no doso anope ye so se wonim se dodo dan so be efa he abato no ho. Emrashebe Jenny Ojinamaya Tamale Central, Honorable Inisa Fuseni, so Sembia Waka, yeah, Ewo Alaji and Alaji, so Sejumedie Koso. Almost streaming or Facebook Radio Gold. Nam yaso se watem popo e bia wahwe bi e wo ye Facebook so hwe ya tie sem okan I know so aba be enkomodie
of any democratic elections must reflect the ultimate will of the people. If it does not, then the elections is flawed. And we have known and seen and read how nations have gone up in flames because of the manipulative attitudes of people put in charge of electoral management systems. And that's why I say that if anything happens, Madame Jean Mensa and her cohorts will be held responsible. But for us, let's come back again and state. I mean, your mama, last time I was speaking to him, he said, oh, Inusa, no, I mean, let's take it one at a time. I had said and I had advocated that he declares himself president and form a parallel government. And if he was minded to take my views, he should declare himself president and set up a parallel government. The impunity of this government, which is legendary, must stop. And that's how we stop it. So that they tell us, make a determined committed move to go and vote. And you must guard your vote. In these elections, we saw many things. We saw the impunity of the MPP manifesting itself at the polling stations, where people were asked to go cast their votes, take pictures, and come out for money. We saw it clearly. We saw that there was election treating. You know that is an offense in Ghana. Where hair dryers, sewing machines.
Mrashebe Jenny Ojinamaya Tamale Central, Honorable Inisa Fuseni na oti se what is our media to ja ewa alaje and alaji so streaming live ewa your Facebook na and some more kan no said nia amanfo edwa wo ho a wo so mo kasafa ho ejina se wo se wono de wo de futu de ma Franketu fo ni ma ye NDC amanyokuo no John Dramani Mahama say ebe ya unim wa so te wa ban now so form as president isan say abatu e de wia no mu wie mu nye wia o mu wie mu a nka na ye president nti ebe ya te wa ban na wo so emfra president na oni wa ban mumbu Ghana Honorable Inisa Fuseni in some of the two Jano no and seminal doors wanna pay yebedi yebehani yebetimi abrobroso the one crata so say mama munyane tie say anope edimu seminal the front pages of the newspapers HBI they brem me a daily graphic edam enimu hanum so say all information on 2020 elections intact EC debunks allegation and Parliamentary convenes today. Tachiman South results can only be settled in court, says the EC. The big story on the front page of a daily graphic comes with a photograph of two great men, Professor Justice Bawule, Dr. Edward Brenya, Dr. Kojo Asante, Professor Ransford Edward Van Jampo, says collaborate in national interest. Expect next administration we a daily graphic nim NIS asem we eda me share ye Ghanaian Times or see okay before I make Ghanaian Times so me call man so na me share en common as see Ura Ahmed Baba Jamal a deputy legal affairs director ma ye NDC amanyo kuno yen call man so na ye ne baba ni nkomo baba da asem akwa baba ni TFM so no pay na ho mpom ti say
Obadi adom bibi aboko.
Nyedi kan unisha comment about we senya a call saying and abeka say in terms of ABA Electoral Commission conduct of a year election 2020 who summarize bibi asena e come out.
Me summarize it, me is only one mind. Disgracing. Very disgraceful. In who era say Ghana baby your democracy agree na Jimensa Electoral Commissioner and no better no after reputation and baby a ferigine mpempenso a ferigine the embedu ye ema shalato say beto aso ma enne Jimensa by na simple calculation kra Jimensa between here eniwo ama Ghana man to cause I mean summarize here like I said it's simply shameful, disgraceful, unfortunately embarrassing Emma Oman Ghana.
Yen shasin fi calculation kuntembu no and Electoral Commission na nkasa de krate pia bontin that to me yes in kuntembu no bi honma omo ye enfomso ba sa enfomso na omo ye no enya de ebesisa bibia ewo ye abato resource no de tu dwa no saying that
all cancer no cancer and the Ghana for and the more baby more crying more and central say my na Jimensa and the nam okwaya or the nam so because question will be a baby stand say Rush or Rashi ever can results red DNA talo so because Ghana hano and the Ghana ham Abroche na itminya Ghana ha itminya even 3-4 days near to a boss they are calculating bibia na resolve stable na anti abet the results up to jam into no Jimensa there no team 24 hours maybe beto 24 hours are maso negative even the largest stakeholder Don Mahama and the petition buyer or the petition on TNU now or share that suma and this before there Mokoka Zam Jedo Mahama Omobano starting announce results NDC for the war creating president say Ghana for an NDC for na share that they free na DNA tata sabi agrimpo boni men na e wodi trimu and inti na no yes and oyi na
okaso
agrimpo boni men because clearly na ni subayo odan na di nke betimi ma omai na hye ebetimi ma omai eja tom because se ene Ghana na nyamede nsa to yoso ena yen NDC for your leader na oye asumdwe hene a all passing into on paper ya by nan keja to my so at must say
yeah
and the question will be someone say why the rush ubitana so is there any law at let's say 24 hours or so the never to da na me kato the Ghana it maybe or even time the end cry by body is almost a debate 1 week or more and what is the problem? What is the rush?
Dien ntina okano sa no se chechim kakra se bia rush sa abato no Electoral Commission ya to aba no wie na se nsa kan results a ene so timi di tudwa ene ono se nsa kan results no dia tudwa na nka mo hwe nim se dien eni be 3 days 4 days ansa no dia ba tudwa ene wentimi anya ne sa ntina okano se o rush no
o rush di be tudwa le nya no tie no ana on de ne meje na ze o he gidi be tudwa le ne bai and they got to know another maybe 12 hours and to me and the calculation you know the better that I got more mind. So that's the whole question I make. I don't know. Because when now we electoral commission, what some they say we queen any man the whole world I don't know pay. The queen any man. The whole electoral commission of Ghana cannot do simple calculation. I don't know pay. So in the air can say gidi no yeah na gidi no kura na petitions kura about so onion to over go to gidi no. I didn't know rush.
Baba petition ben na mo de command no.
Oh, Joe Mahama threw petition to his lawyer. Before all Babe announced so. They don't come and also I am not aware of this.
No, it here for mutie na mpesa mo tia se de be insem na mo de command na mo so onye den.
Mahama the petition ko say. And never get bi ho and go on to the boss. No one just anyem e bi say 30 months south there yeah announce yeah declaration na yeah collation. She takwa DC or 20 was a review also. After now, many occasions, West. So what was there? We now your name will be an expedition. And Casabe, Electoral Commission, Papa, says that they are now a ferry time, Tiana, Ubina Butre, what is him, as to be declared, or declared. It is all the problem about.
Okay. It's here for it, yes. My flag bearer. Mampenyi dada John Dramani Mahama. Edi ninsema to just results you on yintum, munyintum as amanyuku. Yen chas yen fi bia. Mrashebe for no estro. Areas bear any areas bear na so for it here for mutie no. More problems, more issues with 4 constituencies. In particular constituencies in India.
They can't take him sound.
Okay.
Or only a collation, only a declaration without any proper collation. Men who can say, young can see to an among court, declaration for an assembly sheet or church will declare the way. Returning officers would be encouraging. Encouraging so already to say, no. And the Tetima Saturday, a day outstanding a year into.
Okay.
Senate West, Minnesota is still no ballot boxer. Yatuaba, you. I'm a kind presidential. One police station, no. Your kind presidential. Your kind presidential, no. NDC now over 300. MPP now only about 100 plus. Now, Obia Belgium ballot box, no so did you. Or did you know? Police war eternity one idea within 7 minutes. So I'm going to be going to be now. One more boxing room and be somebody boxing room by MPP level one. At I got NDC the Electoral Commission. You must know him ballot box the MPP executive. I war talk one police station. Now your MPP police executive. Police station executive. And no police station. I mean, okay, not for 2-3 months. Court is not 2-3 months. MPP for someone to attend kind ballot box because we'll be in ballot box. One is in ballot box, more executive. And when teaching the West, okay, young kind is the West.
Okay. Okay.
Ballot box, now I want to. Police station, I mean, okay. Yanko, serious. And also, sir, about Yanka, you declare Banama MPP. I mean, okay, serious, and also a problem. I did share the see war events, Takwa in and also, sir, they declare. It is that for police station when I baby. a problem what issue because you believe we say those stages in crown to know properly about one or second round.
I see.
About one, no, want to be about one.
Okay. Now, areas ya boss say daily graphic da menimo hanum say na ohwe nim honma say Techiman South results can only be settled in court. Says the EC. Now, story actually is on page 20 of a daily graphic. Now, if I just read the first two paragraphs, page 20 of daily graphic, or say the disputed results of the December 7, 2020 parliamentary election in the Techiman South constituency in the Bono East can only be settled in court. The Electoral Commission, EC, has said. Now, the Deputy Bono East Regional Director of the EC, Mr. Anthony Nyame Befi, told the Daily Graphic that once the Techiman South returning officer had publicly declared the new Patriotic Party NPP candidate Mr. Martin J. Mensah as the winner of the contest, nothing could be done about it by the EC. Me jina honum say nti uchechi mu a chese wasi EC the results no dey atudwa enti no dey returning officer no wa pay mu akampa say J. Mensah and wedding kunim NPP dim num sa asem we ye betimi aka ma esi a chese court enti dia na mo kafa ho ne omokan
ni omo pa no you know omo pa nti no di me ko declare na ade na ese court na NPP vote e reading no much in the parliamentary majority even though women so many sit no more power but if you are better than so
over court
we say you are better than so I feel you are going to me who you more na me kwa enti emrepemono bu
yeah, but sa bena ubu no me chese ne nchira se ne se de mo de be court na mo fa
because you are called the team. Me and my good the team answer.
Yeah, me who videos I am say mo NDC penny for who can be General Secretary Kojo Gada Uganda am say binim say Ura Collins that na me hu na.
Yeah, Collins that so kan ho.
Yeah, mo nyina no.
Na ye call we afi na ye betra.
Okay.
Na ne wo see ye nti am to say Jana betra den so afo.
Okay. Well, e being so asimo mo kan say look, nyamu be bi ade we ensesa. Mu ye ho hwea enya ade results no e besesa ma eye nana do danko ekufo ado ebia ye betimi atene na Mahama ba be ye president. Minim yeah.
Dana ya tuaba ama ebi yini ama omo celebrating aye bata atida. O say European countries and recognize democracy in what will be a congratulatory company. Apart from the ambassadors, recognize we country be a congratulatory company.
Oh, na say no dey bebree say ba anamboa.
No buy.
Okay, countries congratulatory are say countries bebree.
I choose my words very well. They say recognize democracy. The Africans and Nigerian government say no win this. And go for no. And Africans go no win in the paper money. And do no only you do mo to them ko ye democrat na bro mo dey so what ma say. Ye democrat na bro mo dey ye won compare dey won compare America. Ye won compare Europe. Ye won compare UK. Ye won compare so what ma say. In those countries no say be o ye na ye fair. No matter about so mountain kwana my life.
And I say my name we see ni no wabo eyo manpinya baso. Yeah.
Wana
Mekan US ambassador.
US ambassador. Me see US there's a difference in the ambassador here in the country is even though the ambassador no kasa it represent the voice of the country, but normally no there will be a statement message from their president directly. So what must say? Normally, that's what happens.
And think how he say Donald Trump Donald
Trump and I be a UK and I be a Germany and those people directly from their president. What must say? We have not seen that yet. What must say? But the American could say even Ghana hangata. What we say Any obeying your bonanam abasu Ghana. Seriously. Because obeying him then is Ghana and Jay. Obeying him then Jay. Because he named him there to understand the corner. And what ye my Ghana. And why a Democrat in the establishment you have born in name of the name. You know what the immense weird material of an and the year I 100 years, 7. Yeah, Obibakase. Essence yam Babasabasa. Na Yamano yam Pese de Debetumund. And the idea near Crapa, dear Kakaka. But then can be Krobis far. What will you see Bokina? Only see a mamma be brave. Krobis and the Zenga going to be a different story. Because they see in the end time. Don't be go say Nisi. Is it lower manana so many on one of the proposed seats? No. Obi Aswapo and this number this Parliament to get more president. Not what 3 years to be 3,000 or more. What man says? We may and think when business get for that. I got the mention about to know now, Yanka say more on the girl. Bankobatum was as you said, no one mean and so be declared. Now, would declare the whole electoral commission in Zambaka declaration of the no mistake more and now more mind. But so there and that Nameku for the debate, Miss Ghana.
Baba, ni ampese ye wie ye say news report make you round say NDC amanyoku mo say electoral commission for asha say deactivate BVDs na ye de two abato no maka bibiza
so I think that we issued a statement on it.
Oh, okay.
To say those nobody should tamper with it. So what must say? But by law, no, it should stay for 1 year. I did be a bear when you may be by law, no, I will say stay for 1 year. So what must say? Then will be destroyed, will be a wide when destroyed. It is a way deactivating, maybe no more people, maybe be this new anymore. Definitely, it's a due cause for alarm. And I think that we issued a statement on that issue. And it's a electoral commission. My teacher about them because the BBA and I said, hope we say because electoral commission, when electoral commission, dignity, because the being over or can credit. Because mean no, mean no, why different? And the electoral commissioner, credible, dignity. But we will just hope and pray, say, no cano,
Well, page 16 daily graphic again. I see all information on 2020 elections intact. EC debunks allegation. Just Sansem and I'm no the correct. I'm say Bibia what I'm saying in video and Kratao Nina what I'm saying and Timo Pam Sabeka.
We are just hoping that it is true.
Yeah.
Because we can only hope, but we can't trust that electoral commission.
Okay, Baba, I better see the conversation. I'm in shop, Papa. Robert Bajama, Deputy Legal Affairs Director, Amanyoko NDC, Anopay, and Semno BAPP, and a Diho and Comono. Yabekoswa, Jinaye, Amanyosem, so and Como. The one cratano, Brasso said, a Nimusabno, Yadebremo, Anopay, Akosa upon coming home. Kwesiabwa Jimmy Dreamer, Midi Huchame. I was here in the bunker town today, Monday, December 14, 2020, and some say in na before I was here, I did the bunker town, Moon 7 Bebano. My main fan to just say, Bakwa Babekan Sanchez, or Mampenin and Ado Danko Kufuado, and now be to Mampenin to coin, or call a Bemsem crew, a my bayer, me and Sanyan crew, a my bayer, me and Sakran, and say, Ababe to just say, walk cost so in tea. And they are no better to na obeko. So obeko, where is the crap? I don't answer about for many subio. Okay, but I know it's about 3 countries. I'll get it for listeners later. But for now, yenti the bankrata names them.
I was for me the daily graphic na daily graphic had mami jen mensa ni mfonyini atoha. Emfonyini a eda ha no e no che se
payment can when declare results but musumo say will declare so dear na de betato na etifo mutia no pe be ginia momo kano edi na yabo NDC for the egu.
Also the turn of stand and declare.
Yes, an NDC for position no.
The turn of stand can declare bano. The most important press conference na. Yabo video so the turn of stand after the cat, I declared by the board vested me as a return of I declare the game mental quarter elected. Kamana, Omiana, you always ask you and these candidates no, you can put that table no, but the beautiful and restraining or declare the and organizer in the task force or for the microcosmism as a Christian man no restraining no. So the turn of that and I'm not way. To intimidate him, Larry, the Morant, Uncle Peblone, Yamina President Katia, Baba, and the Buddha, one Omna, Equat Trump, and Kinso. Also declared, you know, some of the Moko, the regional director, or Oman, as I got to social media. Now, who did not know yet. Some of the advantages before actually go for the advantage, you're going to buy the giant. So bad, but the Popeye idea. The video don't look or declare. But declare, even the economic part. Now, a year, you know, who some reports of power. Yeah, but video, no, and I like even letters. I show. But you were declared the enemy. Do how we are. Get about no say, you're only guy. None can hear Mr. Moko, Kakaman, say, no. And I no. Papa said they are putting the young man's life in danger. But you are making it young, you know. They are so I man. Remember what is man. Then as man we are. You don't do that. You don't do that. Most much that way and what you have to one thing. I'm not for you. Never say. That's my. I'm not say I know collation. I'm easy for no. I say my get to there was collation. I'm not saying declare results. I say I'm not say you declare results. They didn't call what they call. I'm say, hey, yeah, say, for hey, yeah, say, even America, they wouldn't move to Canada. You don't lose them on anyone. Okay? But on one, I said, Bonnie, I'm saying, I know. And the master has to buy at the MC. Because I will say, Collation says, well, some in Pantalk of war, to avoid physical. No, this is a far more name. This one will not be 20. If I don't hear Google, also, even 23 and who knows where it came from anyway, but the Americans say we are here. Oh, to conform in that dangerous position. It's my amount of say, I need declaration to be or they need declaration. The only declaration is in the year and declaration will declare on our market, they may support the winner.
Okay.
The club has been on my side, I put the radio council my wedding. The amount of what they say, it's my. No, there was nothing like that. There was only a single declaration.
All right.
I declare Advertisement the winner of that election.
Nyamdi be chat oni e be wie nkomo no ejina ensem a NDC for the two drag again me sure say video na kan wan say me bia we hu bi mpenifu ahodo a wo mo call ye returning officer no ni office na wo mo bisa so wo mo pe pink sheet na openi nso eyi ano se pink sheet ni de wo mo pe bi wo betimi akọ region omo sabe kan ni ekeka aka ho bibia wo mo hia bia wo mo call no say me be say bi busa o ayemia no wonnim say MPP for mo e bi attachment south mo wo pink sheet ni bi
pink sheet no ya call omo call with that director no so we video na and it's why na officer say be no omo catch the Collation the return was an omo call with that director house I'm not catch on there omo pink sheet no whatever so yeah
ebi almost say almost say now on video almost say almost call a regional officer and say eni ni ho
but say at the time I'm catch
the human return officer.
Mhm.
No more political director. So, I'm going to director. I've been long to your core, the business director, return officer, I'm not saying,
Mhm.
so, yeah, no, I'm the six million, I'm going to be the venture. So, I'm moving on to be.
Mhm.
But that's the nice. Well, we got that time to some question. I gave you out no, you put on me a mobile or more copy. So, yeah,
Yeah, but my question is who share in some of the two jana and again I no pay credit ni baba din komo no. I mean tias here ni say wo mo ni copy of a yes pink sheet in Techman South. And me bisa MPP mo copy ana.
And I mean you are me say.
Mhm.
Papa na check there say. Obi on any years you be an obi no. What the copy man. What you say busy again no. What you think of the copy man.
Mhm.
And papa no by that you say is there. If you do that, you think of the movie. The moment I'm waiting. That's what he was saying.
Okay, the MPP more copy one.
Yes, moment I'm waiting. Yeah, I'm copy or the copy man.
Okay.
I'm not to take man. I'm here for you. I don't take up more. Yeah.
Mm.
And you make it on the corner. Moment I'm there or copy or
Okay.
Oh, you say across the Bonia, you didn't know. Most of my judges say, copy and what him.
Mm. All right.
The microphone in room by Sana, give you in the mat, give you never come to watch the moment. But this, oh, man, yet. Jana, you know, 2010. The man experience say, I get the motion this year. The man do you talk about me, I don't know. Me. One person you go I go boom man come to pass. If you be a court to plan, then I don't know court medicine. And I can manage to but I work with it. You are my penny, Mama. Kesena, oh my own with democracy. Oh my own with the rule of law. You always there. In fact, on your side, the kill
All right.
You go to court.
Mate. Any dear mo agina so kakrama me na many NDC penny from some Techman South na mini omunin komo kakra na Ura Hamid Bin Laden NDC Techman South Constituency election director na mini nin komo kakra Ura Hamid me da semo akwa baba ni TFM so anpe utimi kan so Techman South Ura Prince Yadonyina MPP ni anope acheche on the side of the issue. This issue about bus declaration and koso ewo Techman South empo pink sheet no kra no ISM NDC amanyoko muni bi munje horizons no ntum ene ne akaka hoyi DNT ena yedi kan ama ebia munyi ntum ne entensem na siye
before declarations, there cannot be declaration without collation. Now, if you say, I want to say, section 43, sign a collation. Collation, you know, Electoral Commission will do its independent collation.
Okay, mpacho any demo so collation na say ye kan aba no ye kan ye dey bom wo hu.
Council about for police station.
Okay.
When we go to the collation center, after parties and the EC have done their independent collation, you come to sit down to do reconciliation of the figures. So Electoral Commission holding the original pink sheet and political parties holding the duplicate. I will say called the polling station by polling station.
Okay.
Original no because your original gave birth to our duplicate. So my original you mentioned the name of the polling station and the code. Then you mentioned party A had it, party B has C, party C has C, rejected is C, what did they say? So if everything is okay with that police station, that is when we say you are public collation as a part of the movement from number 1 to number 267. That is what did not happen at all. And after collation, what you do is that I don't want to say fix it. We are talking about resource declaration sheet. Statement of full I run the declaration form. And that one you bring the summary of all the figures on that sheet. The return of how to sign, with his name, date, and time. Then the representative of the federal party satisfy the results. It is then, and like I say, it is time for declaration. So the matter of the you cannot do declaration if you have not done public collation. So collation never went on at the matter. What they did is who said they were losing the election. So no reason for this election, no. And I do time for collation. The original boss, Electoral Commission, Abraham Mukata. Well, young collation, the party should get ready with their picture. But for the record, let me say the market money of the Timan's house is here, our MPP, the villa. And a lawyer and a reporting said, aside our mobile, they will not accept police station by police station reconciliation. But rather, if you figure now, your project, if you should go to that hotel and just do their declaration for them. Now, in some photo records, there are some police stations already. Our must substitute figures. A typical example I'm going to say, what they prepare naturally. DA Primary School at Laboso. Honorable Martin James Sankosa. Our NPP candidate, only 157. Honorable Christopher Bear, only 297. My intelligence tells me, so I was substitute 297 comma Martin. And I'm the 157 Marcus. And they did that for several police. So they knew, say, a court by police station reconciliation now. That secret will be revealed. That is why they refuse to do that. Until now, your 5 police stations are confused for why I say resolve. 2 of them have to do with alleged corruption. And I'll give you those police stations. Those police stations are Al-Qaria Upper Atomic Route 1, our Wangara Bank Electoral Area. Police station code near K01504. And I have DAJH1. Police station near K012001B. And I'm Ambiao Experimental Factor 1. And there's a police station for the K010018. So, but we are overputting, we have to go to do recounting. And I will be a Hanson, I'm a person. Now, there's a problem. The problem 5 now is, the other one we and an EC officer instead of the return officer after and say, Yamba now so. And you understand that problem. There are some 5 problems now it is time for us to go and collect. Do the proper collation from number 1 to number 9. A whole now instructed the IT is there of key in. Meaning that now we only key in or no. Then on the key in. The key is now look up for absent figure. A figure I discovered as a lotto number. Or the court then the MPP jubilated because they knew what they were doing with the EC. A one security present, police from Electoral Commission to protect you. Then they ordered the rest to walk out of the hall. And of course, I need to be supported some. This is what happened. There was no coalition. There cannot be declaration.
Okay, right on,
I was winning.
And Chechemo, yeah.
The reason why I don't need to get the 2 screen also. Okay? Oh, hold on. There was a screen. The screen outside. Right after the election, we need the 2 parties in there and the young competition. Now, the 2 parties on the officer about the job. I can't they should hold on because almost no more PCB. The guy I'm trying to at the time I used to know ever was tonight you were about 250 something. We have come out as a no, they have 20 they hold on. You cannot say yes, I say about 10 20. Say the 2 parties away the emperor now I'm just not finding because Prince here can say here. Can't come out your mind. And normally, the court center and say, this would be all the banner with the Yaba. Very the same and continue. I bet it did not happen. The Trasiana did not, I won't know to pass. I said, yeah, send you over. no question, no, principle in it. Because when if you know, and that's why the one and I'm doing now, so did I be? Yeah, man, and so free. Number one, I can't tell what I do.
Hello.
It's out of the
Hamid Mpacho Benya Butre, Donina Church and same why.
Yes, I'm
Also on Tinia Okano.
oh, now, because you make any mistake. Yeah, I didn't have to be alone. Oh, God, oh, that's a problem. Everyone said, okay, that's the one. The easy to my bed or this clear, even to get the two things on. Then I go, I mean, you're going to go away. You don't know that traffic, and I didn't get to there. You don't go to bed, about 250 something. No, Mama say, but see that can in your mind. Yeah, now money to get the number two things. Now, if about 10 people, your mind, DJ, parties in the way, young family, some of the Italian, they are playing back about the other. What the you need more working? Yes, it can, yeah. Now, we see the correct, you know, see, around that time, and I used to know, you do about 250. So, no, project is done, like a special bush, you know. About two skits. So, that was when I was again. Now, almost there, that area is not I'm the beginner when that are willing to get
a lie.
Not time of no music. No can is by no local completed. Now, yeah, yeah, you know, but yeah, working. Yeah, it's like a principle now. Yes, was of the yeah, it's too yellow. Not of the debate, what this is like a principle. Yes, three, number one, because the regional director council of the judges number one. How? Yes, no man of John, yes, you have to go to Bamboo. It's a question number one. How they? That's it. You know, not a you know, I agree. And so the answer to one effort was something. And so, no, to other next table, I know what code no much code the banner or book of Namon or my yes. You live here now. But that's not all. I don't have it. So, still good for that. I mean, and this is what happened there. Each officer does have my to they come back and come up to 1 million, and you get 1 million. No, you know what it says, yeah, they're not going to play you. Your father says,
Now, Mamimbisa, yeah, Mamimbisa Hamida, Hamid.
Yes, sir.
Nia keka kan nyina no bibia ye mra wo man hanum sei na emra ye de to eye abato we nso no eye Public Elections Regulations 2020 CI 127 meboa.
Yes, sir, boss.
Na ekrepefi fire regulation 43 na declaration and publication of parliamentary election results meboa.
Yes, sir.
Aha. Na okinkan sa regulation I think say 1A honum say de kwa na 1 honum say de kona. Insise na as embrano 18 team no. Is it say yamfa sa kwan no so na ye did declare your results no. Ye did two dra ye did declare winner. Enu nti na ma we akoba no ana say ye fa so na mo ana montia say na tie na mpese
election na event process. Every one step near for next step. When elections are conducted at the polling station, counting goes on. So counting, we announce results at the polling station. Polling station figures are brought to the collation center.
yeah.
Parties and electoral commission will do independent collation. Then public collation is done by way of reconciling figures. Now, after this conversation, I don't think I'll ever take him serious. Because for a big man like this, radio, so no say, and I'm doing any commission, it's unfortunate. In the first place, Adoniya was not at the collation center. When we were going to do collation in the morning, electoral officer sorry say or pick one and over the Mr. Nyami is the regional electoral commission director, deputy. And our no, let them do their independent coalition. That's what my deputy has objected. Said, no, I need to of we have to now do our independent coalition before you can start mentioning figures. Otherwise, if you do, I mean, so Mr. Nyami came and said, yes, I also move coalition now, so we now what's there? Then you reconcile now with the duplicates. That will be more transparent. How confusion be empire. And in the time we do say, we are ready for the police. And our threat, police station are ready to have a person. Young supposed to have problem. Into your call, that police station, the medical police station, you are quite I'm a humble still. Now MPP Secretary Party one police station is free one Graland or no on this South African because he took things that is of a book. Then there was one police station of Hansa, DA Primary School, Center 1A, Center 1B. Honor, Electoral Commission no country. On one year pink sheet and there's no way he gets it because on only place yet Bono Pamon. And I was yes, your agent, but this is home Bono Pamon. Masa, the original liver any duplicate. Pato Visa.
I'm with you.
Originally, never put in duplicate. Surprisingly, and people who duplicate. I never over 3 years. I mean, argument to say once our any original, no necessarily duplicate. Normally, it can happen. Say, only original, but it's 2 of us.
But original, New Kansas and net here.
You know what? Although I think
yeah, no, but me person clear honum quickly, mommy say, Nya can say be original no any honum say, but NDC fokuta duplicate, and I'm person clear.
Because
no, yeah, by address here, no, but now quickly, person who address issue.
Attack returning office Impana or the I'm kind of really not a ten of that. I get this in the hour here, each people of elections. Or this person about every book attack, a cobono. It's among the princes that this is the back there. Hey, now, you could do hands and the Anderson. I'm going to go to the happens to not happen.
And today I'm going to be a pink seat original and say, Anna.
Yeah, I'm going to easy for the ever. No, you can go to any Yemen. Yeah, easy for they don't have it. Of course, I don't know. Say the boy electoral police station. You have a figure. But I think it's, you know, in town.
Okay. Okay. Hamid Imbrem. Hamid, so you no Cressa.
Yeah, don't you have to speak to these issues properly because he wasn't the agent and he wasn't permanently inside. Oh no, I'm on a briefing, weird briefing. No, ordinary radio, so I didn't take a bro. What is happening? Let's say DAJHS 1A, 1B, Hansa. I remember code K02301B. Sa police station, no. Officer Nankasa, what did Banayabun say? His officer, the presiding officer, was attacked. So he could not prepare print sheet. That's what I say. Print sheet, the anti completely. And I also am part of the or your agent, Gilbert, Yabono. So he too, he could not get the duplicate. So where did you manufacture your duplicate? That is the issue. May I make on I can say you prepare print sheet. I need to let you know. So, on there, all of us are so for it to echo. But our candidate, Christopher Berekas, young fat, don't worry about that police station, young Jam Pancamo. A honor, Amunia 232. NDC, according to what we have written there, yes, 230. Master Mamenka, 5 police stations now issue of my areas. When we were resolving them publicly, no. Every journalist can show you the video. Let any journalist show you the video of 267 police stations being reconciled or collated. It can never be produced because it never happened. So, Prince Yaudonina, you were not inside. You did not take part in the whole exercise. Those who briefed you have not briefed you yet. I overheard you during your press conference, and you are giving crooked figures. So the truth of the matter is that there was no declaration properly so, and there cannot be any lawful declaration when there is no properly so-called collation. That's as simple as that. The NCP never, I repeat, never won this election, and they know it.
Okay. All right. Well, easy said asem way to say no pay send mo ye mpenifo we candidate obi I say ni case here there. Electoral Commission said baby edu no dia say ye betimi anya na puma sibra te say court. Say na mo je no me sha asem fie prince so asem way o say te say court.
Yeah, because I don't indulge yourself with. But the fact to say, we are collision center called Ballot, that's not mean that I was not there. Or no, they check with no do a little bit of comparing, but he was talking, okay? And what did I say? The other collision, and I used to buy, you know. So Ballot got 1 million better so. Say MBPDN, no, be a 10 or 2 MBPDN. But you don't get any of my end. Get back for coming. Get on none of you, and I did all car, all kind of year, capital city. One time, I guess, what I could do 267. Oh, I was talking about you. You will come to the camera. So I call, retire you for because we didn't get on the more. So when I look at the young time for charging number one. Now, he's sorry, I'll say, I think, maybe not do a thing, but we have to do, get all we tell. Then I won't tell you. He's sorry, I'll go make my young person 200 something, then 10 pennies, if I don't quality. How? Yeah, doing that. At the point we saw them on the printed file. We were buying time. Don't be careful from a for. You know, you're putting down. You didn't raise any issue. You didn't raise any issue. You know, I got to hear something to say. You're not a charge to work here. No way. No way. Yeah, plenty of them never be seen at the accident now for the capacity. I'll copy the past. I had 10. Next one, the one in I had 10. This is one I try on how we tell you from somebody 2 parties. 2 parties at home. I didn't think back 10 months after the dear move no way. But these are the outcome. And the president will be here. I said, I don't know.
Okay. All right. Hamid. So young Costa asemi your court me bua ana mo hwe
maka be there some police stations figures to omo de Christopher Bell figure match no match dey am he could not answer. He could not speak the French. And I was saying on record that DC at any point never said we don't have fish it. In fact, in terms of gathering our fish it, because of the intelligence we have, we advise ourselves we will not bring any pink sheet out until collation was to start. Then they decided at any point we never said we don't have pink sheet. And in terms of gathering pink sheet, Adonina knows who Bin Laden is. I have led elections on 2 occasions that he lost. He knows who Bin Laden is in terms of elections. But he doesn't understand the election itself properly. So he thought
or see the personal attacks no does no honum see.
I want to attack him personally. I never even spoke to that issue. I know him.
Yeah.
Prince my drawn attention. Yeah, but we na asem no mpacho bebre. No, I'm saying I've done that. Yeah, Prince, I've done that. Mpacho mo we na asem na yem fe ma twina adwena ba so dada. Yeah. Hamid.
Yes, about.
Yeah, mpacho yenyi the personal innuendos ni sa we insinuations mpacho film na yen ka asem no the issue na me busa na sema me busa titiri ni said so mbe kokko senya EC kan ana say ya na be na ye be kasasa.
That is a decision of the NDC. When we take our decision, the journalists or media, you hear from us.
Okay, all right. Madam was simply for Prince. Medasiano Pena.
What is that? When you electing a year was here, what is them when everybody? Everybody, what could be 257? Now go up and down, say, thanks. Now the catch of what's your election? What's your election? Go to the polling station, get your princes, come to the collation center, get them collated. That's all.
Okay, all right. Yadasiano Pena, Misham Papa. Hamid bin Laden, a director for elections, mind DC, Techiman South, and NPP member, and MPP former MC for Techiman South, Prince Yaldonina, Benfui, and pay Techiman South in Komono. Me sure say be await me Antiasia Kakrabati Electoral Commission, send I the Bokata, Daily Graphic can or say, Sassam way, dear Chise, court in a bit to me. Enya Ashano me enya nepumasibre. So Techiman South results can only be settled in court, says the EC. Daily Graphic Kanti Electoral Commission for say one more dear returning officer will declare results no was see a Martin J man Sakosa. Well no and our year Mrashabe Junior Baby Jinim Ediama Techiman South for Sir NDC Fonti as here dear Asemno woman fan court air court. I was ya the one crata no shake.
Ebusia Ghanaian Times the Obokrata dear no pay aba ena watch say enipa bi ye basabasa na sa nipa no mo ye basabasa no esefata say ye do mo ebegyina mra nanim na emra ne omo ebedi Ghanaian Times abomu amane a owura esi ankoma na ekasa yi ye occupy Ghana na face so what dey Professor Michael Ronokwe so mfonyini ato ase na samo no die nti omudi mfonyina beto ne say Parliament womo san afiti ase enne enne no na womo ekwa asetena no makoto omadwuma so na wode akwa wie se afe ne nche na akọ na wieye eno akiri no Ghanaian Times ebo amane se ya ba afiti ase a wo sa petepete aduro se ayi COVID-19 enkoye enti wo so afiti ase wo Kumasi airport obekọ airport awodo ni nyina no akwa petepete aduro ho se de be ya yade ne ebetimi ahwe na anoso bi esese yeso na ensa ntrенtre no yetimi ahwesi ano ekwan mamefa Ghanaian publisher da Obokrata wo se osofo agena sare wabo mampanyi akufu ado abaso wo se wa ya ade papa wa kansie ni mu en waka chenka ne mampanyi mahama se wonhwe se wo pese wo kan abato ne hunsunsuanso asem a de esese wo ya ne se obeye na somdwe mu enya basabasa eti ne Ghanaian Time Ghanaian publisher da Obokrata de aba ewo mu a no so ebomu amane a kire mu na owura bentel na wokasa wono owura kwaku ba ko so ka ho bie omo nyina ka se abato no se NDC amanyoko ni hwe na se wo masom ntene wo mo hu ni yi a wo so omo boabo o madanse ano no omo de kopie mu court na court timi hwe asem no eka eno so Ghanaian publisher da Obokrata de ho asem aba owura Kennedy Japan ena wo che se enya de a ye ba be soso mu amaya ahomaso nti se wo ye incoming minister na oba be ye adwuma untimi mfa ahomaso mba esanso wo hu ni se ministers ni bi ye MPP aban no bone pa etu osenya de be soso so eno so e wo ha se ena era eslowusu enso e kire se wo mani nye ho e wo nyoma ekoso a ene ode afutuo man DC ni enka ne mampanyi mahama se wo mo kokoto pe nye no mbetimi atu anamo wo ho na mefa chronicle do Obokrata ene chronicle so bo amane se MPP chairman na owo Cape Coast ka kire NDC se mo de se mo wadanse no mo wadanse na mo kokoto na mo kokanse mo kokan wo court a enu mo mbeboa na se mo gidi pa se abato commission wasisi mu a no ma ye ne sa ama eno ho asem so e wa ha na asem ba kwa chronicle do Obokrata ebomu amane eno se ada MPP for ada what is that 2024 maye mo pe obi obedi animu oh ho ada mo manfa so kakra edi anie ene no so obisa enho asem no chronicle do Obokrata de ababeto am eno se eno apa so wani ashaiman wo mo hyehye tai no manfo ani abre papa ama no watwa emfonyini de ababeto chronicle do Obokrata animu ha ma me fa daily guide daily guide da obokrata and what day and penifo maku enum akuku damakesefo eye ora gbevlo latte ora siedun ketia ora baba jama akwesi ne kasa no pay ora Victor Kojogan Adaudu and afe ora Collins Dauda was it am penifo ene tachi masa to no hese wani se okakire wo mo kwa mo so mo kwaje pin sheet ene no so some daily guide abo amane wa ha afe wo se Kumasi airport wo mo petipeti aduro wo ho eno so wansem ewo aha wase nana ene enkane mampanyi mahama abato no ema nana do edidi kan no eyempema hanum ene edunson aha nan ene enum 517,405 votes a wodidi ekan ana wodidi nanim no ena daily guide de ho asem aba anopai ma memfa da informer da ubokrata da informer da ubokrata na wase but 2020 no ama MPP mo hye eja to emebdu no bu afu se ebinum na ye sabotage ye ena ma wo mu lusu poto wo parliamentary ni mu no enti wo mani abre wo se mebru nani abre pa mu hye se ya bru ama da informer da obokrata abomu amane wo ha sisi ayi ena afa so ora benefsin en wakasa ama da informer de nsem na ba se kamia se nka ne mampanyi mahama enipa bi nka no kra no nkyere no wo se abana yakwakoto no mo reject no wo mo nka no kra wo mo nkyere no misleading bi abam etu wo mo nka no kra no nkyere no ana se enka ne mampanyi mahama sabi wo mo nani na ho no wo hunu nsem a yakwoso ama da informer da obokrata abomu amane kodeyo se wo mo di wo mani to fam din no mo hwe wo mo nkontabu a abato komisa sam ni dwumadi a wo ye no credible pa esan se so mo so bu wo mo nkonta to mo so nim nti omo so omo taaba to komisa echi adwuma wa ye no ye adwuma pa NDC MP wode Orise Kadongo emrahye bedwani a wo bol gatango de nfo nyina to na o kire se ono NDC MP ena wakika bi di a kire nka ne mampanyi Akufo Adumum wo se wadidi na tem sa na the informer ebo amane no wo se wa insult no ena afi wa declare nka ne mampanyi mahama so ono na di nkunim wa abato nim eno wasem no the informer da obokrata na no pay wode aba mamemfa the new publisher ena o che se ayi kwakubu ahe ena wabodua wabo abato komisa dua eti eno so wasem wa ha yeso kwa santimantem pressure pa ba chema untumi so wo mo so on resign wo mu tuni den eno no abra oya agenda 47 no amam enti wo mani abre no so pa ma the new publisher enso de ho asem aba wo se amanfi MPP emoja hwieguo na eya aba ho entokwa pa na engrofo ede yi kotokuro eno wo mu di dirimika sese nneoma ama eno the new publisher ede ho asem aba say enka ne mampanyi John Dramani Mahama so pressure won so adaya wo so onyintum se sabio kronto wadi nkuguo na aba ne yekoto ye no wantimi ani nkunim eti pressure wo di ejagu ni chem ama the new publisher abomu amane ma memfa the insight the obokrata the obokrata say MPP mu huru ni nyina ye parliament post no wo yese de esi etie no a wo ma so ayehyehyehye nto de ora John Boadu MPP General Secretary wadi nimfonyini aba beto aha eno say Nana Akufo Addo skirt and blouse pa nie skirt and blouse nko a ena ehete no e wa abato emu ama the insight the obokrata de ho asem aba the Daily Dispatch the obokrata ani wa say NDC wonum ebeko Supreme Court efa abato no ho wa say nka ne mampanyi mahama ena woka asasem wei ena no so the Daily Dispatch abomu amane enti wa the Chief Justice Justice eninye bo a wode ne fonyini aba beto ase eno ode nka ne mampanyi John Dramani Mahama so ahye ne kiki wode ono so fonyini aba beto ase wasi MPP ora Victor Newman watwa nananom ewo ensiedo eno wasem ewo ha mampanyi Akufo Addo wabo transition team no a wo mo ena ekwakohwe se aban bia eba ewo se yetimi kohwe wo mo ano mo hodada no enkontabu o mu bu ende so ono a na etena so o se nya ono na etena so o eyemra a ewo ho enu nti sabre wo se Mame Frema osei opare a oye wono ena oye chief of staff wono ena wodi team no anim ama sa transition na timi akoso the Daily Dispatch anopai de ono so ede aba eno no Mame mfa the Daily Searchlight na the Daily Searchlight no ena o say complain bebrebe efa abato emu mfaso yi monkwa court ana say montwero book lawyer ya opon ena oka che nka ne mampanyi mahama eti no so wasem ewo aha ama eno no suhu MP so ne dia wo che say yenta nana dodanko akufu ado achi na wonum enyan se de enuoma huduo bia ekokọ so 2024 na anu ya yeto abawie ye ncheye mo se ye pe obi obedi kan eno so ni hwehin we daily searchlight dia wode aba ma me fa the find that the obokrata no e the find that the obokrata en wo che say ensentrofo ye to share wom so GJ fu akasa tia asa eno anu no maka wie ama eno the find that the obokrata de ho asema bakwesi
ye kwa ma no so na ye ni Rapiles and Hajide Deputy Information Minister na ye ni nkomo about we ya tuwie ye omampanyi dada aye flag bearer for the NDC Rajon Dramani Muhammad ya tujo say about we omunyintum results na babetu jan de omunyi NDC for che say there be anyama nko yi emfa ma omo sen na ban eje no ye ne Piles ni nkomo kaka Piles da simo akwa baba ni TFM so anope
ya menu ameje so
tempo mwe
na me adom ene mumpai bo pacho na muso
ya hu papa well so yemisa sanya about we call ye any ensema NDC for ka teachu Frank 24 Rajon Dramani Mahama na about we one to me saying na ban musumu
yo ofa me dance me say ne papa mu na wo say to me edi asida ema otwedi ampon bebia odi ya bedune Ebeneza na yefri wonso no ehun ba hia say yebebo ye mampanyin na nado dankwa kofado abaso say kana for asama no akwenya foforo say ejubapa wa hyase dum so ya obetwe mu onto asosa any restoration of allowances ya odi ba ye onto asosa ejuma ope edima gana mebuno onto aso esika semu tutu ye no hihye ya na etima pansamo a osiesie no umbra na umbensan enye biom eni na sifopi ntino wose ye mampanyin so ye bona baso papa sanso na abasobode no wose ye ma parliamentary candidates ya umewini na both MPP eni NDC bibiara ya to ambamano ebia no wose etumi ebo mabaso na omo a wo mentumi anya no yen entro say it's not the end of the world. Better luck to them next time. For as long as nipa won't kwa na hope ho until no be anka na kuma entoniwem na yema obi anso shedding. The utaba na wenya wofa enya sem kuma me ebi emefemu pen. The of na mina na me parliamentary candidate edima party work to love na yetu abana wenya the feeling no sabi nyadia dafem ebetumi ama ebiania unsusu se nipa betumi aka ana se nipa betumi aye kwa no wanhwe ya ubeka na waye entino bia yebetu abama na obeluso no nipa no mpo ohia empaibon eni ohia se kasachire bebeno na ya inna kasa ya council no na ya sai abompaye ediamano na midemiti binu ase o hawne yawa yawudia ewo omakuma so sese no ya managing ya ebia ne omobeka ni ne omobeye no ya dwini mu kwaye ntiase ye fi wona na o yetumi emma yenyina yetie wanse se abane de even though you can say there is any perfect system in the world, there are no 100% bibia problem be any baby. Even though you to me can say sana ya battle no etiano. You bet me collectively no edia see a book akase about why ye Ghana there. free, transparent, and peaceful. Observer missions be aba European Union, ECOWAS, African Union, CODEO, any embassies ahodoɔ bebree ɛwɔ Ghana wɔn nyinaa apia abɔnten ɛkɔ ɛde wɔn ani ɛkɔhwɛ no nsɛmfo a wɔn nyinaa ɛde bɛgu abɔnten ɛne ne sɛ abatɔ no deɛ largely no ɛyɛ free and fair, transparent and peaceful. Nti no ɛyɛ ade a ɛwɔ sɛ yɛtumi nyinaa yɛni tumi gye ɛwɔ saa asɛm no ho. Na obisaa me sɛ yɛn nuanom NDC-foɔ ɛka sɛ abatɔ no wɔn ngye ntomo. Wofrɛ me no mete sɛ me nuaba no a wɔne ne ɛde adwuma no ɔka sɛ paper baako kaa sɛ owura John Dramani Mahama se wɔbɛkɔ court. Me de me firi sɛ ne kwan so a ɛno nti na mede ho yaw sɛ asɛm no baayɛ nea pɔtɔ kasa mu yɛbɛka no dog whistle. Yɛhyɛ da ɛka nsɛm a inciting nkurɔfoɔ na yɛfrɛfrɛ dɔm de ba abɔnten march onto collation centers. Mumpie na munkɔ collation centers. Mumbɛsi na nkɔ electoral commission. Yɛn block kwan wɔ ha. Yɛn hyehyɛ ties wɔ ha. Yɛn buru nipa yɛn sɛ japadeɛ. Ɛno no nyɛ kwan a mmerɛ no mu no yɛtumi fa so de ka yɛ asɛm. Agye sɛ wono botaeɛ a wokora ɛne sɛ wodi basabasa ɛne hooyɛ ɛba ɔman no mu in the hope sɛ sɛbi o wobɛ menim sɛ nipa na yɛpɛ sɛ ɛnwuo yɛpɛ sɛ yɛmpra nipa kɛkɛ anasɛ deɛ medeɛ menti aseɛ neɛ nti a obiara anasɛ obi ɛbɛpɛ sɛ ɔbɛfa saa kwa no so. So it was very disturbing to me say ubeti leading members of the opposition NDC referendum onto the streets, referendum to attack electoral commission and these coalition centers and the see and anui ushe ashama bolgatanga tamale eni nasifona yasifim kakra enye ni kwanso anono ntino se enne na newspaper be say the leader of the NDC say obeko court there and the na debio ni kwanso a me nye obi a beko akoka kasa ni bia obi ti say wo mo general secretary kan ye say sebi any idiot can go to court and say kwasi e bia betumi akoko debi court ye nye ma kwasi afo ana court ye nye ma idiot court ye ma obi a debi osusu say bibi han obi esisi no ewo kwan bi so a nipa no na wo ho akwanya se wo be kokot enti no se NDC for esusu se bibi ankoye na se wo mu wase bi ka ye ni kwan so se wo mu li be kokot eboa chen se ye be efa basabasa ye ekwan so se enu na ye de be kan asem so mu ogidie ewo ne mu kan mu paadia nanka na wotwe mienu na wotwe ba ko echi die nanka by this time no me sure say omotumi agada enough material am betumi dia kokot ye die bibia ye hu ibia no ekire say no matter what simulations you make figures ya edi ba ye no okeka bomu a in all instances no your man Benin Nanado Dan Pakufado stands elected first round, one touch. Actually say simulation be a ubeye biano 50% plus one na one man Benin enya say you be declare no say we president elect no wenya no matter the simulation obeye no matter figure obeye jumano said near every 16 regions no and a wokika bomu edia say your man paying enya bana humbe here say ye be declare no as president elect no and ye worried sɛ asɛm no ɛkɔ court ampa na sɛ yɛfrɛ yi a nea yɛnim ɛfa ho ɛfa nea Ghanafoɔ ɛpɛ sɛ wɔmbɛdi wɔn anim no yɛde bɛto dwa yɛde bɛdan court na court aboa asɛm no nti no wobisa me a I think that the way to proceed if indeed yɛn nuanom ɛsusu sɛ biribi ne ɛkɔ so a ɛno sɛ ɔmo bɛkɔ court. Anything short of that, an invitation to mobilize people. Na di basa me can be a friend say one said that about there was say one penny dada Mr. Mahama say 1 year Thanksgiving poor na one court tamale. Nipa MPA Embra Bonti Embersiano and in a safe. Say I am padia and the Ubabun say adeɛ no ɛnyɛ sɛ nkurɔfoɔ no anaasɛ yɛn nua no mu wɔn asɛm bi a wɔn asusu sɛ wɔn bɛtumi ɛde akyɛnji bibia na mu no basabasa yɛ kɛkɛ ɛna
na obi sɛ ɔkɔ aseda to a ɛno no na basabasa yɛ no
ɔfa sɛ dɔɔ krisos no yɛn nyinaa gɛ mi sɛbi ɛhu mu akyi o nti no
ada wonim biribi a anaa nyɛ aseda ɔnkɔda amanfo ase ba ɔkɔ akɔyɛ biribi
me deɛ foto a mewɔ no sɛ obi a woaba abɔnten abɛka sɛ wongye aba na electoral commission for ɛde bɛto dwa wongye ntomu a na wɔtwe baako akyi wosi wokɔ aseda wɔfa sɛbio nyansa wɔ hɔ ɛde baako fɔtum woankasa adwene ho hwɛ nipa na nea ade a wosi wokɔ aseda wɔ ho no wankasa wosi wɔne ngye ho
sɛ ne kasa ɔde to dwa no tie abɛm sɛ wɔda ase sɛ amanfoɔ dodoɔ a moto boa no ɔmoto maa no ne ɛkaka ntie bia no ho na ɔkɔ akɔda ase a ɛno no na ɛbɔne no
na meka sɛ dog whistles ɛwɔ hɔ wote aseɛ na sɛbio ɛna meka no sɛ nyansa dɛ obiara ɛwɔ bi wankasa tuubo no adwene ho na hwɛ sɛ nea ɛno a nea ɛhu yɛ a yɛhyehye ties yɛ block kwan course ɛba yɛnkɔ Collation Center yɛnkɔ Electoral Commission videos ni bi abakra na Electoral Commission for eti ɔmo office adwuma na nipa boawura hɔ na wɔn yɛ illegitimate demands of returning officers at the district level na wɔn de intimidation ɛyɛ adwuma ɛne n'asefo no nyinaa na afei deɛ yɛsi yɛkɔ tɔ once on the ground no they are mobilizing people charging nkurɔfoɔ sɛ adeɛ no deɛ yɛmma kwan yɛn block kwan yɛnyɛ sɛ saa deɛ no nyinaa no me deɛ my view is that said the no na here say
okay now Pius ebi nso aka sɛ Electoral Commission so ne yɛ no bi no ama ebia ɛhyɛ NDC for no nso nkura na mu kutupa ofa teach you to say bia figures bia wɔn de to dwa wɔn agye atum so ke figures no wɔn team from so wɔ ho emom wɔn gyina so ka sɛ ensisa ɛyɛ results no de ato dwa no ebi sɛ ɛno no nso ma wɔn gidie no I say share no maso kiwa ade dia am say bia bibi boni bi ekoso ni ne keka account na mom so eno nso no say na tima o easy enso enfumso yi
over enfumso de enya dia ubisa obi abeka chew say omi de wi ase amebaye no enfumso na mepe obi ene obeka sa ne momu no yenim so say enfumso de nipa ho lewo nti mfumso to me ba na no na me ne NDC ni bi ewo program be so oka isi for mfumso kitikiti bi a omo ankasa e correct ya oka hwasem no ono a ebebo omo figures ya omo nyaye no e na ono so ko boss 7 million bibi mi twen mane ka se wie na mi chen se un se wa wo si obi aye mfumso odi ye didi wa a ye kyerɛ ho sɛ mfumso no ɛyɛ kitikiti ɛyɛ immaterial ensisan hwee wa ye di over 500,000 votes abiti wo ɛnyɛ mfumso kitikiti a border on 174 votes ɛnyɛ no na be pipa over 500,000 difference a ɛda Nana Kufado any John Mahama who said when Tia we did instead of Uber boss 6 million, work about 7 million. But yen Nigeria to Muse a young from so. And to know from so the Nipa who level. But near here say, yet the no credit Ebekaya said. From so kitty be a buyer. Electoral Commission for I and friends you. Woman yet tinty a woman. Woman Dia to Muse, oh, try ye, say ye kika figures in Bomi. A do baby no figure no yan kika bomu mathematical error ya dia to mu na emu no ye to me ye na ye papa no ye still baby na figures no gina no why na figures no gina because information no kiti bi and to me ensisa na make an no over 500,000 over 500,000 difference that ura nana do dan kwakufado any John Mahama in term and to me and pepano and to me sisano and to know the way you be aware can you bet to me account from some differently now you have focus on building the capacity of the Electoral Commission and in a for a conversation that we can have but say would you know ebe ye so be entra wusi wunji near Electoral Commission results of the other two Ghana be the legituma in because you see it was not even after the identification of this marginal error, mistake, computational error, mathematical error. It is not after that, in fact, it was before. Yet to Abano, even before the Electoral Commission spoke, na NDC for no a year 6 or 7 press conference. Even before the Electoral Commission put out the figures, and to go back to rely on computational and mathematical errors, no, a year afterthought, a year excuse bia but we have to remind ourselves that this position that the NDC took, no, they took it even before the announcement of the figures. And see, if the computational errors and a year homogenious what they are, so why were they even against the declaration and declaring themselves that Oman win even before the announcement? And the year Trimophobia Oman see that out.
Yeah.
It was predetermined. Omo Trimophobia Oman see that out. And you know, they cannot now come and be relying on the explainable computational and transpositional errors here. Will be able to body for eka bibi for whom one calculating a year on one casa every year correction. They cannot now come and base their argument on idea what come before even these figures came out. No, they cannot now turn around to put basis on those same figures because even before the figures came out. Now in the best 6 press conferences, sometimes declaring President John Dramani Mahama candidate elect, even before Electoral Commission for your master no about thing. But in and they say, Wafa, and yadia ye between no a one from a movie bree.
Okay.
Yen name say, Yamia Boyen, Ghana for, and that one a GDA a yemu, Oman Mayen, executive presidency, Oman sign MIN, parliamentary majority. Even though I can say, the time one, now majority no ye absolute, be over and above NDC for no this time. And shed that antisana Yania Sonia Ghana for ye even in granting us a slim majority in Parliament, Yania so our understanding yenya every abana Ghana for 2 years no and they say Ghana for a greater level of cooperation and collaboration. Ye bipe ubeka say uraku for yetu abamano obia one ni party mo. He said, Papa Kwesindo, Wakofano, Ama, Wanina Yejumape, okay. Unim say, and Nana Adudan Kwekufado. Yasan Kofa Ubia, na woni na nakufado ene pray di bre ono na ye the flag bearer of the People's National Convention PNC for flag bearer for the 2012 election Edward Mahama Omampenyi ekofano edikane ho se ombebu man no it tells you say MPP for no ye wo yesuni ye ban no collaborative and cooperative and fa ho se won dom ye manyo ko na se ye hu bibi wo mu se ubetumi di aboa na Ghana ekonanimu a ye no we have shown say enye dinema ye say ye di ubeka ho na yaye enti sa so ni ban ya na do ni MPP for one no ebeboa in this near Ghana for no ehwehwe collaboration and cooperation no ebeboa enti ye ndi ye nim say Parliament juma no so ye betumi aye ne pepepepe
okay
here ne say ye no NDC for akuma ebeba fam na pasre say ye bompa ye so ye kan mampenyin dada John Dramani Mahama any NDC for wo mpa bomu na ni ebia ye me pen minnim.
All right, Pius, medas near the community and Yamin Shapa no pay.
You are famous with that.
Pius and Hajide, Deputy Minister for Information on the pay need 100.9 Ghana Montie so and was to go that's go su yan sorry and common ebi e wo mu the one crata no so and sem no bi the high backing kind ni na dia mamo. Ba dwinche no bi so aba me ba backing kind kakra ni akwanim atoa so agensem no bi fi the one crata no. We fear Ochiniba Kwame Brako or Taifa was see. NPP party nearly lost the 2020 elections, and I will never blame Nanado for that. I will put the blame on some greedy and arrogant appointees, and this must tell them that you can't win election if you neglect your volunteer groups and your grassroots. That's Ochiniba Kwame Brako with that. Now, Pajaro from La Paz says, please tell us here in Ketia, John Mama and their so-called Leah Samijemfi, for me, that any idiot can go to court, and they should remember that after raining sunshine. Okay, all right, to leave it there. Mukaila Jonas Adiya from Keri says, I humbly call on all discerning journalists to temper justice with mercy with regards to how Mr. Mahama and his NDC labeled them as biased. What else would you have expected from a losing candidate? That's Mukala Jonas Adia from Keri. Kwesi, till date, the public has not seen the NDC's data, yet they claim they won. We need empirical evidence, not because you won more regions or the incumbent lost about 30 parliamentary seats. That's Fighter Kweku Boache with that. Now, to one here that says, Kwesi, so NDC is claiming all the credible and unbiased media, internal observers, Skodeo at a Mills Institute, Shraj, BBC, CNN will sit down for NPP to steal with impunity. They should be serious and even be happy they got such votes from the Galamsey for, Men's Guild for, Ukada for, and defunct bank for. Kudjo Edu Pako, president, concerned patron of Facebook with that one. Well, yan to aso yan kwenim na yan nsem ne bi emfi de abankrata na chi masankin kan ye madwinche ne bi aba no akosi yan kwen to aso
ya busan for me the Daily Graphic na eba na Daily Graphic ani mu ha sei na wode empanimfo makomako enan fo nyini aba beto ha sei said the medical bobo mudin dada no Professor Justice Baole afi Dr. Edward Brenya na Dr. Kofi Asante Professor Ransford Edward Van Dampo what do omo nyini aba betoa na Daily Graphic so omo hyeda ne omo edi nkomo e hyeda bi se omo se de ekoso no omo atia na omo hunu no mse o ye de ne adi akire abatoa ne de ye nimpa se nyina ya ye analysis na se de si akọ ne de he emu aye de pa we nsu no e be kire amammuo no se de be si akọ e wo mfie nan a edi animu na Daily Graphic e che se nipa nan yi nyina ye expect wo munim se de amamuo e won nsam esitie wo munim se de amanyo won nsam esitie eti abra wo mu ne wo ka se nipa nan yi nyina no wo masam a wo kan ye no na kye so no akobankrom wo mu kire se e wo se amamuo no mutimi hwe ma ne ye adwuma ene sen se ye ko parliament a se ya hwe yi a ebetimi apai se obi abenya ayi no we benya we benya we 137 137 eti so sa na wo mu benya de a ba nipa ba ko na be dantemu independent candidate no wonko ba bia enti emfa ne se mienu no wo mo NDC ni MPP wo mo mra hye badwafo no wo mo kom ra hye badwam ho no a wo se wo mo nyina timi dwini bom no mo hwe oman ni interest ade e betimi aboa ma oman na koso oman ne koso na wo se wo mo ye adwuma bom afesu so wo se opposition fo no aban na oteso no wotimi eyiyi wo madwen ni bi de ka wo no na adwuma na wo ye ne ho woje wo madwen kyerɛ omo boa no se de be ya memo betimi akoso na oman ni interest no di kan ewo mu a we ene mpanimfo na ensam ahodo a obi a ekyerɛkyerɛ na dwen efa ho
ye kwa santimantema kwa akodi nkomo na echi asamba ne aba beto so anope ufa ye daily guide ye democrata wo bisa bibi o chese enhwehwemu bi enche eba bekoso ni nyina ejina ya amanyokuo NPP asantimantem titu omosi omo beti committee review committee abato no se ne esi call ye no asantimantem eba ne sen ne koba ne sa so mu disi omeni so nka omaji 47 omo GCs ni na Rasampine twetwefo emma NPP amanyuko no asantimantem Rasampine da simu akwa baba ni TFM so anope
Yejo sakwezi
afisha pansu
afin comment here afis na nyame amai nanu mamu papa no let me put some near them and a fortune.
Okay. Now, so me share a daily guide, page 14. Or say Ashanti NPP probes poor show. Ubaji atum senya aye the Democrat ken. Adi ambaka says my mom home on ding. Ewa ya Ashanti mantem. Senya wakano or describe no poor show.
You mean that say okata me ne nyaji ne ba a brief presidential vote now out of 3,019,000 a war offense no. Almost 2.5 to about. Out of 2.5, you have almost 1.8 million. 1.8 million, you try the vote difference. There were 9 regions. 9 regions. It's virtual. As I say, vote the few people, and then they win the presidency. A man another than the fact. If you can't know, meaning young women. Pierre. Yeah, in the DC and you say, and Kapoti Kabisi in a betty, I am to be animal. You can't watch them and you're different altogether. Now, Uban presidential and the parliamentary, if you are done, Namutu, then a Beman Nanadu, a science presidency, we were able to achieve that immensely. I'm very grateful to the people of Asantima to say, Omuhu at the time and that's of what we are. Omudipi ekoto about almost 1.9 million votes at the 1.8 million votes at the Manu Asantima.
Na I mean the Bakata no ukanya say your person chance amanfo adwenkyere ne say before na e ba koto abai senia impinfo amo Asantimantem titru eni wo chairman Rabben Adentwibo Esiako ensem ne bia mode tu dwa eni senia mo free se bu amo be bu NDC wa Asantimantem kura de me kan bu in court anyway se mba hwe o mo wa bato no mo nya de ketwa mo be yi o ma hwefam se ebrim na 44 no kura na mukuta na ba na ye mra hye bedwa seat na mo be pagya mo kura ma G47 ni nyina ne kaka ho eno osi ye koto abai ko wie ye kura no yes waka presidential no ma ya de ma bom homodin ni kaka ho ba seats na mo promise no 44 no kura no mantimi maintain ade na hwan aba 42 ene ne ka ho enti eno no ena wode ka se eno ma mmom homodin o sa kwan no
Edikan yes pa ni e ka ho asem no enye the seat apart from it 2012 you win here since 1992 you win a drada aswanti if you say a tia aswanti ni da sana se ka content so na ya kasa yen any swadi no any share sent between add then we are here a different matter altogether you are the say na ya need that until 2016 and unfortunately ya sign allude to near the BRC to NDC. For me, independent candidates, when you are winning the circumstance, anybody and the background here, and winning here. When you are coming with senior state, I see a share every year, every election, you be a yakasa, you have to spend you move, said you see, and I'm finding them a buy, ɛno nti no na yɛsi yɛbɛyɛ hwɛmu ne ahwɛ sɛ ɛba ne sɛn ɛna yɛbi si yɛni so no ɛntumi ama mu. An unexamined life is not worth living.
Enti monti abadwakuo na moayɛ nhwehwɛmu ahwɛ sɛ nneɛma a mode sii m'ani so no.
Apart from the national party nankasa nso ɛbɛhwehwɛ sɛde situ yɛaba no ma yɛn a long time yɛ so yɛbɛhwɛ never narrow it down to the
but let's put let's put this in perspective. Just yen can't say ni see senior mu kan unso fa presidential no kra no asem ne say before I bet to aba no mo say mo be ma MPP 90% valid vote cast in meboa.
No, we did not say. We said we're looking at the 90% turnout.
Oh, nti mo ankasa mo baji chama bani MPP man ankasa mo baji 90% valid vote cast in benyam 90%.
No, we said we are expecting between 80 to 85% of the 90% turnout of the valid vote cast. That was our
assurance you mo kekan yo mo ma assurance you e bia se una o ka se bia wan kan dia wo chairman no se yeah
I've spoken on this matter on several occasions. Media be maybe I'm telling you as a matter of fact me especially any part to be forecast people be I'm not privy to that, but what I know is that we can say at least a 90% turnout for election, of which we had about 84% turnout. And then I think between 80 to 85% of my president. And so in all of this, I'm not saying we are able to achieve it. No, we couldn't. But at least we did not perform badly too. And I no.
Unjin to say mo perform poorly, but you did not perform badly.
We did not. How could we have performed poorly? So we can't perform poorly, perform badly.
Yeah.
But we did not.
Okay.
At all.
Okay. All right. Enti mati ekuo no abedwakuo no mati a mo tena se dabe na mo se ne honso tie.
Oh, happy na one set up kase ambassador is the black in Yemina offer team of SPS and other professionals and known party and for no motion na
So
yeah, this week, you're being the full complement of the committee and the terms of reference.
Before the economy, we saw, I mean, the posture of the NDC, and say, yeah, new results into me, and in your caucus, some of the areas, demonstrations, or and yeah, can we send it to him?
I believe the former president Mahatma called his people to order. Wouldn't evidence? I think I'm going intimidate electoral officers. Some of the pinch. And young one was FM. All the media house, all the TV stations, only young MP, one electoral commission. There was same or similar figure. Now, NDC from Kwawa, a totally different figure. And young one. Why should we be entertaining this? No more Francophone, maybe more young audio, no more chance, no more incite people to get into the street and misbehave. They just want to strike the patience of the security agents. Now they are more perfect or not the Muhammad who said they were born out of violence, but nobody's going to hit to that. And I so far commend the military for the tactical manner they handle all of this. To me, I don't want to use certain words, but it's very, very logical and reasonable for Muhammad and Incorporated to do that. Why we are 1 week? Now we are winning 515,000 votes difference. A big seat for Ghana had incumbent. One winning with that margin. 515,000.
Baby, ebi say muhinimu afinsuo pa na ma momodin wo de toto a year 4 years ago no a
4 years ago, because me I've been in politics since 92. And even at a younger age, dynamic family and not the proper material community. Check ube dia the politics the best in power. You have people who are affected with you more and more.
Banking sector reform. When you say at the panel, the B, I need it. Who by yet, B9, who bet so B9. It's a bad practice, both none one on the end, which is a fact. What I say, in Canon, yeah, and Mamuta said because of things, as a good start of, one more woman. No. But the factors are there. You have a lot of things to talk about. And Sana, you conclude, now you say, we see no, and yes, we are waiting for Ballot, but we see a difference of 550,000 plus. And yet easy. A professor knows 23,000 or so on the winning election. John Mahama in 2012, only 200,000.
But Fatu to last 4 years. Who beat in by how many margin? But only 4 years. I said that figures no doors. No, me boy.
I think you want to get back there and repeat it. We see 2 years by the figures differ. You're better than them, you're going through 4 years. 4 years, and what's taking certain action? They are in the best of the nation, but people will feel peace. Even with the free sectors, so people feel safe. Oh, yeah, we reform banking sector. People feel safe. We say. But that's a better say. You have to 5 years ago, I near the Kayan CIA, or because what we come to any money better also to look at all of these. But in its totality, if you look at the record of Ghana, elections in Ghana, every president, or what the second term, Oluchubu.
But that was not the language. And I knew my motto. I said, "My Juma pow and the Juma, the Naduni MPP, my bopad." They said, "Buana Cambafu and a band parliamentary city cra, senior, we see Tesui, and then more permutation, more her crass, a year, openia Mosaki, ni more her crass of Babacaho."
I was the Obiania permutation.
Oh, that
Obiania said, well, you are 137, and you are 136. One independent, which is a permutation. Yes, we lost some parliamentary seats, all right, yes. But I know that it means that the president did not perform well. In places that the NDC won parliamentary, 90% of those places, President Akufo won the presidential vote, which is a fact. It's been wood there, your mama name is not for no, and you tell me just for me, yes, I am. I say, okay, I can demo. Namu nam pejima, namu plank of war, that had run, and run near Mulia Nashama. It is said, many years ago. Court to know, court, there will go. The belief stances, the Kapa, maybe on a bike, the Camo, or need the level of the cardinal. Now, I want to work for one. I said, no, a could court. As a lawyer parliamentary, presidential, when it was, the Kapa and another Quado. Take over the land to be papa, the American country. Only Dr. Blumina, one day I have no control. The court, the court is verdict by your gift to me. If you have a beef with that, not the official war, figures contrary to what you are expecting. Go to court and stop what you are making of people do on the street. Some have been fast and being catch channel. The guy and Yanibia. He's not destined to be a president forever.
okay, all right. I'm fine. Better see the basic. I say.
All
right, Ura Sampine, church for MPP Amanyuku Santimantano pay need 100.9 Ghana Montie Media soon as you're going Comono air cost on minimum say my drink chain be back my main faka cramp trim 9 same pianco in him Yan 70 being fee a de bankratenimu any interviews I hold on now. One here from teacher Kujo from Tioboda Madantasi says the only sitting president today is President Nana Akufo-Addo and supported by Vice President Dr. Bawumia. You cannot take it away from even if you chew a full bag of gari. That is teacher Kujo from Tioboda Madantasi. Noah the Ark Builder says, I wish JDM had won the election, December election, so that my people in the Zongos can get their mortuaries, while so the youth too can get their one man, one Okada. But unfortunately, the majority discerning Ghanaians have abolished that of JDM's generational policy. That's no other arc builder. KWASI, he says, please tell the government that if Mr. John Mahama is not ready to accept defeat, the police should put him to house arrest for him to tell that Anita Desoso and those called indisciplined women and street people who are misbehaving. Nana ABOAGYE from Berlin, Tema. I agree with Honorable Inus Afuseni, what he said, because the election was won massively by President Mahama, former President Mahama, and there is no way we'll allow Nana Addo to steal the people's mandate. That's Meshach Asante from Abuso Kai. Nana Ikuyamwa Boateng from Ablekuma Central says the NDC should spare our ears and allow the government to have its peace to rule and move this nation forward. Nana Ikuyamwa Boateng, Ablekuma Central. With that, Yauza from Swami says the whole system, such as the police and the armed forces, EC, that former President John Dramani Mahama is attacking today was just perfect when he was the president. Yauza from Swami with that one. Need 100.9 Ghana Montie Suno Asogwe. Me basisi ani asan to aso akọ enim ewo dwumedie no so. Ibo.
Difficulties and the hurdles. Man, woman, so ejiji tonton sansan ewo need 100.9 FM. What's cool, fresh and trendy with a new look? Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Natural mineral water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA. Efira, me watch you, Efira. Yes, on. Yes, on.
Machi, Efira. Efira, me chia on so.
Hey, Efira, and fast am so. What? I by fast such yame. Mo yam no.
What's what pepe?
Hey, oh, wifi, we dear me person if you rap bekon. Eh, if you right, we dear kwasori abo. Efira, Mama kwasori. Ya papaye. Efira kasoro hwa. What? E be say ba shower crab akumpo wunya. Onipa da sane timi koto this way chocolate drink. No na yire ne ma edi nsuo hie twabia nom anopa. No wi a wasade bia hye fridge mu. Wo mako school pon a wasan ba be yi anom. Enu mpore se ne nka ne twaso mu pa ende ye rekore. Na fie wura beti ha. Anopa dio, ewia dio, enumre dia mo no makodew. Mo mame. Na mu wi a ma soro akotran so ndem se ye kosum ya.
Me say na dia ya late nso me yanke kabinje fiera ya wi ayakosere bo fa che ke fiera wuti fia say light bi no water bi ba wuntua bi bo say sika na fa koto this way chocolate drink na ba nom
ka hwe me catch you play nya play fa say this way chocolate drink no metumi ato bi pa na so na me so mo ahwe wate e de me hia ne nsuohie na nsuohie so me ntoi say me bufu a betumi ato bag mu a wate yeah fiera we nko ade ma abunfu me koto me hwe
fiera fi de ya bro ma abunfu bi
munyam sumponie munyam sumponie na mo ba ya trimodefo
FDA ahwe say adwede nkratoe mo agye atom say eye
Need 100.9 Ghana Montie Suno Asogwe 0503721744 no ya WhatsApp line abetimi di wadwin channel ebi afaso na wode aba anope quickly I'll just run through some more of messages before Akosia Beba with the debunks. Most of the MPs dig their own holes. The posture of some of them toward party members were not the best. That's why they lost their seats. That's Fuseni Salifu from Kaswa Zongo with that. Now, thanks to the Almighty God for giving Nana Addo and the NPP the victory. I also thank Ghanaians who voted for Nana Addo and the NPP. Sir Jones from Soweto. And to one here that says, advise yourself if you want to mass up on the street for Mr. Mahama, because none of the children are joining you on the street. Okro Yabua, Breman, Benin. Agosia, yentie da bankrata no nsɛm no bi
yo me da so wo daily graphic mu na daily graphic kratafa a ethosu edunsia ho ena wo chese ensam ahodo bi enkrofo ka ede to abato komisa so no enya de ye nokre enu ti daily graphic se wo hyeda ene abato komisa be de akire edi enkomo oni Dr. Bosman Eric Asare ena oni ni di nkomo ena wo ka che daily graphic se eya na eya nwanwa the way anase kwan enkrofo efa so eka ensam de enti e ma ne ka sa ene se nanu yi a yakoto abawie ya enkrofo kan ena se wo hwe a biometric verification device no so a enioma e wo so nyina wo ma fiti ase e delete ye prepare free so no say how possible say ye to aba ye de sa BVDs no anase biometric verification device no ene ye de kwakoto aba no enti eno no ye to aba pa ye adwuma se ye nto aba ye deactivate eno no so nkire se ya pepa bibia wo so dum ne dum no ye de akwakogo nti dia na kire se ya pepa bibia free so ya pepa ahwe emfam free so eno nti se de wo musi e ka no no ne se de wo musi e cheche nsemu no enye saa e na etie eno nti wo man 40 saa nsemu yi a ade se fata se wonum ebebo agu ama abato komisa na be de eche Dr. Bosman Eric Asare eno no so a kire mu se na daily graphic e de ehun asem aba daily graphic assign e de asam foforo aba wochesem na hyebedwafo enne na wonum ekọ akwakotena se na we no e 4th session e was 7 parliamentary no wa 4th republic mu eti penifo beko na oma akwakotena se na wo mo akwakowie ye kasa ya ide e ma no nye wadwene se abato hyebedwafo mo adwuma asi enyansiye ada wo madwuma ebesi January da ethosu ensia ade eche enson no na wo madwuma no foforo na anase wo mo ayeyi wo mo foforo no so ebefiti wo mo adwuma ase eti sa January da ethosu nson no na ye de mampanyin so ekọ akwakosi akonwa so nti ye de ni si akonwa so ano na wanya mmrahye a wo ne wo mo ebehwe oman no na wonum abuo na wei no abra mmrahye bedwafo yi wo mo ekwem si enim se wo mo dodo no esese eye 275 enso nya sa eye 273 obi be bisa se mienu na aka no wono mo wei mienu no emu ba ko ene odimonyamfo hefodo a enipa bonfo bi wo mo eye campaign bremu ano enipa bonfo koto hye ne so eku no ya no wono sese so oni ho ena saa bre no a na wato nananom wonse na ye bretia nti ye ntimi nkase yakwa akoye by elections ni yakwa akohwe akoyi emrahye bedwani foforo Nanso yenim se na yire na omudi no esi anan a abato ne wie ye no no so na yire no wadi enkunim ewu mu enu nti sa abre yi no ono nnim afe ba ko aka no sese formina MP no a sese nkrofo se woye ebo a adansefo ato atwene sese woye ebo a adansefo ato atwene wo wiase nyina obi aka sese wo mse se oya wo se God of formina MP behu me mobo God of formina MP behu me mobo God of formina MP behu me mobo esa se na nka nkrofo nim se wo mo ayi no samokai abra ekoba ese wo mo primaries no to nsuom sa no ena oye na dwe se obekọ akwakoye independent ena party no so se wo mo mra no etia eno nti wo mo twro krata ena wo mo ede call emrahye bedwam se wo mo pesi yenyina di yempam ne mfiri ho esa se party na wono esese ogina wo manam no wosesese nyade a wogina wo manam no wokọ independent nti ye broskoto ni firi mrahye bedwam awo eti ye broskoto de sa no ono so sa abre na ye bretia bi eno so omuntimi nkase bi omo de onipa foforo ena ekwakosi na na wose etwem ye to aba ena ato aba ye wie ya fam na MP wo na eni eyo sese ebo adansefo ato atwene sa na ye frɛ no enti ono so ka hu bi na enam so ama sese no akwakoye 273 MPs ena enne esese wonum ekọ na eye emrahye bedwam kasamafo wode atu edwa mekire Professor Aaron Michael Quay wo kire se mo obi anya excuse bi ase wo ma obi amra esan se omo outstanding issues e wo se wo mu wie ansa na afe no akọ na wie ye na yakwa akọwura emrahye bedwafo foforo nim eye 7th January no ama se ye kasa ye ide sa pepepe ena ewomu esa na se omo kwai ne de wa unim se ne ebeto aba no na esa fatase ebegya wo mo no makwakoye campaign na wo mo begye wo makonwa no magye wo mo so mo ntimi nyie no yagye afiri wo mo nsem na wo mani so ate wo mo wan na se obetena fia wa next time obehwe yie na ne nyina no wo kye se de Ghana mamra no esitie se yabaya yakoto yie Ghana fo nya hu wo no mu feti parties ni nyina nya hu wo mu faith die nti America sa ne say we so okura ayi 137 we so okura 137 nti apai why na ye majority na ye gina majority in parliament so ene ye de ayi emrahye bedwam no kasa manfo de obetena adwam se speaker ama no akasa enti nyame ya adom 7 January se bibia ansi na bibia ankwachew na bibia akototen de a na je se ye de mampanyi siso a na nadwo no e wose enyamrahye bedwafo a na sa de ba beche no e wose enyamrahye bedwafo a wo mo ebetimi asom na o maboa ama amamuo na timi akoso a we so eye asam a enei daily graphic abo emu amane daily graphic na wasan ebo amane e wo kratafa a etoso edu enwoche etoso edu enwoche yasamu asama da say was executive the executive forum for and almost almost born na danko akufo ado abaso say nyame adom Ghana for asan aka che ne say won santena akonwa no so na o che say Ghana kasa kami ba mi kabi no akoso papa yie ha wo de o mani so pa na sa ekuo yef and omo e che say omo yeku omo wa MPP mu na wo mo de ane say wo mo behwe intellectuals business communities no wo mo be wurawura mu no ma twetwetwe ama enchirima no wo mo enya nimdie enya enwuma ama wo manya kanifo fa papa wo mo ewo mo gidie eno na wo mo ebo eye mampanya baso a ene daily graphic abomu amane ba ko so e wa ha wodi owura kakre samwa wodi nimfonyini aba beto ha National Democratic Congress NDC amanyokuo no ena wo mo ka kire police administration me kire bambo adwumakuo no say NDC mrahye bedwafo no a yeyi wo mo no wo mo hia say ye bebo mo ho ban na ye kokoto abawie ema obi a wadi nkunim yetimi kobo ne sa amane yeyie da bi yenye ne sa ekobasa na egu ye ho animu ase na we de NDC amanyoko na asem a wo mo ka ne say wo mo mrahye bedwafo ye bro wo mo dodo na no ye te ba ku yi ena na no dwomrode so ya sa te oba yi wo ma bona mo ye de na koto hospital no so ani hwe he eno de eno no ye sa aye de enye na ya anyoma bi se mom yenka ye umukobo ne sa na ye de mo bo no emrahye bedwa akonwa na wawi ni no ne age afri ni nsem enye enti eno nam so ama NDC amanyokuo e de krata apie abonten owura kakra isamwa wono ena ne nsa ehye ase wo mo se wo mo ekasatia sa asem we yi a asie yi enye se ebesi sa enu ti wo mo besre bamba adwumakuo no se wo mo enhwe na wo mo mrahye bedwafo a yeyi wo mo no ye mo wo mo ho ban na ye kosoro ba fam twemu ni betene ye pa aba na ya to awie ama se ye se wo mo na ye mrahye bedwafo eti nipa no kokobo no amfa so bie ni so ema na nyame anya adom mikra menka se nyame ba ya adom am ya chew wo nipa kro na akoye sa nan se ye chewa e na abewu se mra no ewo eka pa ya na ebinom ya ade a wo mo enhwe ba bia enti enei e na ode ho asem aba e wa ha se nyade a wo mo esoso sa ade wesu na se ye tenase na ye din se madam Dorcas Tofe wo ye mrahye bedwani a ye yi no e wo dwomro ya bo ne se free sa ade a ekoba sa e ha adwene e na afa mrahye bedwani ba ku yi wo no soso doche kobia akobotu ono soso sa de na nye kwesi wo de ekona me de asem we de meti ana
Paul Kunle Boatin Chief Executive of some African Center for Security and Intelligence Studies Ghana na ye ni nkomo kakra ye to abawie ye oye chene bi onra Ashaima no she Madina Tamale ene miane bia amanfo atisi kromo mo ye oye chene ne keka ka ho saying na say so ano kwan ben so na ban fa so ye ma ye owura Boatin brem na ya nje kakra mfini won say Boatin ye da simu akwa baba ni FM so
mini amedem so
empomo ti say
bibia boko
abatu e se ni esiko no na eto say me ye sure say mu fi mani hwa ni ama no
beka say ye na se ne da bia meka no enya dia ubetime enya bibia pepepe je ye dan a ba bi beto sini kakra but in general no beka kire say ye
ya tu wie ye o mampanyi dada John Dramani Mahama ogina ye NDC ana mu tu Frank ama o se o mo onyintum aba no se ne sikoye no ankoyie Ofi say it was not like more or less free and fair. Enontino enya de okaso beji atuma. Eno echi no yenya basa kakra ebi kra fe mu ahwro mu enkwa ene ne ka ho. Mimusao hono nso no ohwe ne sen.
Say say yeah the can yes our predictions no say then one into enya de ade bia yemu bia ye nwanwa. If say wo be kwa batwa ye no electoral cycle no ye wo 3 phases aya yehwe na ya tunya planning security and now say bambo so say tunya masa pre-election period no aya ne the registration ehye mra say ne beto abachu ID card no no you semi course Ghana ne NDC for kan ne NDC for kan and no na prepare grounds mo bi hu say election will be bagi atum ana onjintu if you on about second phase na here post election day period no and no na here voting counting and declaration and also do no yin senior and some course ana ye do no ye post election period no na no na ya no enti no yin say den a election no de saa na be kono na ye do ne bia ye do a ka se wi ase nyina no ba bia ya ntopasi ewa batu mu ye saa period moment a leader ba ko beka se ana se candidate no contenders mienu no ba ko beka se won jintu eba no saa na kitafo ni nyina no ebufuo hyiw bi ba wo mu ye basabasa na na ye du na ye de ye beka se nyame kra na ye yadom na enu sania ye nyina no ye fin se nka bia enu bia I was in Kaidu as any initial no ya assessment and board. Into your reference, I am Gusu Mompire na Waba Mugusu no more Casano sono. Wamon Coso no mono Casa. Na intimi and Hesse asum the bagan.
Well, yes, painful immunity to flag bearer for the NDC and flag bearer for MPP. Before I bet to Abanakra no National Peace Council for Edienim Emma Wamakaso on Sanche Kratase na woman one ba said a year about to a bibia bear boko ya 2 years you have some journey ka ho beba Ghana would they to 2 and ho near see na sabre wo fi se die na wo hwe nim se mpenifu ebe fi honum se nkrako ama ma kitafo bia te se nyam kan ye ashama near see enroy Madina enim ya ne bia kai die na wo hwe se bia nkombeka e wo bambo ho achirom
so bambo nso say ne de eba ne sa wo de bambo no ense say ne begu form social baby wo fi say sin to bi betimi asi no enti no eno de wo beye but say no bu same dia meka say na somdwe pa no titiri ni gina yewura mahama so ni obeka no say ya obeka say na chichafo ni nyina nkofi na asem no de kokoto a chichafo ni ni asem bi obeka kofi na ye nyina nso ye nim say ga abato no hye na ba ne say ya ye wo nsu ehunu kakra wo enti no se abato no wan fa nkokoto a na odi amanyame se wan fa amanyame na so be gina street so a na wonkofo mla street so no me hye ties nya basbasa bia na kire se o ya koye te se ne yemu bia ya ta kan se diabolical regime change tactics na SCC wo Burkina Faso Sudan ni Mali ni bia e bi o hwe ne SCC sa bia na the same thing ana ya e faso a e maneba ani se wo mo hwe lupu bi e beba system mu ana wo hwe nso asese no yisi ho no wo manya nyina so kakra on betimi bi aye ne oso me na fi wo mo entity civil disobedience into wo mo ye ne say via no one organize a series of demonstrations na fi wo mo provoke conflict no then to bring the ugly side of the security then they play the victim banisa no more invite military to take over wo hwe se ne si Burkina Faso Sudan any Mali na next one court or Ghana na so nko for ngogina street so nhyehye ties ni ada na kese saa na ye kono and don't forget so say Ghana ha no miesi no I was say Ubia a bomb pie if you say President Mahama immediate past commander in chief. Obey vice president and son obey president Yankasa. And Bambo on say no. Osha Bambo phone be. Send ye means a Ghana a Bambo no. A Biakoyama or some yard. May be Bambo phone be. A war GDO Papanu. A bit me about say or more loyalty no a copper panel. Now we share senior some medium fish be nya kudro kasa say so a woman winia on best security mpanyimfo ni binom ni ade no e kire wo pefe say omu wimina so be aya kan say ni flani so beto boabowa e bi nhye ne nsam a ni Vigilance enti wo hwe ne e kona ni me de meka ne say e wo se ye bompa e say e toa so kosa ya nhwe ni ya ni pabonifo be ba be wura Ghana on be wura Ghana ha no mo nso a e bi a na wo mo be ye niema basabasa e bi kwa betimi aba be kire on niema bi a ya yetimi de share explosive ni ade nyina obetimi abewuram e de abedi boni ahye wo mo enti ne yedu no me obi ka kire me say e over me de me hunu say it's not yet over say until Sir President Mahama beji atum ana so obekọ court no na wakasa kire na titafo ma bibia koboko no me de me da me na
efutu oba na se wo bia wo de be ma titira shrafo ni apolisifo sabere
efutu amema on say your borders no omo hwe ko yie ni edikan na efin so Bambo no omo enye ya tough and professionalism no omo exhibited that training no omo use brute force omo use brute force a man for no ebe esaba mo na efin so behind the scenes no minim say IGP ni na CDS omo ni abre yen kasa ho ene Ghana Christian Council ni chief imam no omo makasa no enko efom na omo ni President Mahama ni NDC for ni MPP for ni nyina nkasa na Ghana nya na so mbie kasa ho ne betimi asolve problem ebi say si antimi anye sa ama abotoye mo ama ma so omo de be court a omo enfan court se ne be ya supporters in the free streets yes dia ye hun after 7 January ekohono wan hwa Ghana edodo na ntimi if you say ombeye basabasa ama omani nya na sonbie enti yan trial say ye beye na entiase aba na emra na eda ho no obi adi mra so na ne wo say ye de to no ye de ato eno na bebo Ghana
na ba kwa o kan ye ne bem say o ka say wo wie sisi a o kan ba bi a wo say wo de until say bia ne me be si no wo da won na ye mu bia ye tie me ye so obi nso say oh hwea no omuntimi nya hwe yan mema wo krom yan soja for wo police for wo tisi krom a ye be bro mo me ye so obi asem a wo kan ne ya ade a esi ebohu ana we hururu a ebejo
Debbie about what they do ni say ya nye hururu ana medical ka tron say President Mahama aye immediate past commander in chief me kana bebuom aye dan security agencies no or nkofo mo ta na chiwo mamo ma ye mu ye ni wusa ho no even though omo ye professionals aya ka tron say omo mo Ghana ho ban but Ghana no ye politics no ye de awura sector ho so wo hwe sami gemfi akokudura wonya ye kasa ye ekire bambofo no ma wo warning ekire wo bibi enti ma ye nya yadwen say ehuhuru ebejo say President Mahama kasa ne nkofo nyina ntinsi krum nipa be 3 million kura tisi krum a e bambofo no omo ye dodo sen na so ombekum nipa kura ombekum akopem sen ana baabi bia saa ne ma na sisi bia say bambofo ho enso eduru ho no ma aginsem enti media mesre say yen nhese asomdua beba behind the scenes omo nya djuma na nie hu ne say hyasia amanfo ba be fit baabi abehim asre Ghana democracy no so ne da bia ya America no if it's a ne hu no enye saa na ti o Ghana ye hu akono ana ye hu so ye hima nkofo bi no mo man ketwa ayese bibia ye ni di Ghana eye nkofo bi ya enye ye nhwese bonisi yes nkofo bi wuremu a ebaginsem na isi nso no me suspect say obi sabotage wo nti wo nye investigations yie na baabia nipa ni ye mfunso bia no wo mo hwese wo mo beye den wo mo ebeye wo mo de betutu yie ama bibia
adentina office obi sabotage wo de ntina maka
na wo hwe ne ekoso ya was here to say any partner.
And your mum from Suana.
Oh, there be way they say and from Subu on but I was here to say any part. And any panel, so the big crown will be MPP, will be NDC. And you mean you be named call for Sunyan as well, none a possible.
Okay.
Into no analysis, I will share Sunny and one share, one memory. Not there from 20 Freno, young Fanny Panico Jinamla, Panso, Naya Mamlen, Gorgana back a penny, or Yintin fire soon be and to pray. Nothing so blunt to one on so no, Yanka Sancho, Mamma Fam Lunch on some. Sometimes we could be politicians be a cheer. Anche ya double baby no cry na wa blab on cry na kwaya basa one could try or life of creative influencer.
Okay.
Na mon central for so no. Disinformation era na one. E to da bi anye nsem nyina na wasa moka. Nye issue ni nyina na wasa mo discuss no radio na TV so. Ade hia Ghana say ni asomdwe.
Before obekono. Raboatin we dwuma wo ye security ehun na weni di akire papa bambo ehun sensem na mrahye bedwani eye honorable inusafuse ni dinsem bi atodwa mse na no memenda na adwumedie bi ekoso almost streaming on Facebook live alaje na okasa wo so na abaye nkomodie minim se wetie ni bia ene nsem amo wode tudwa ebi say yes okay ni oka no yes kwan so ano no ebi say debi insem saying die eno na de eye basabasa de be oman mu ma ema oman ebo na mepese otie kakra tie fo so adawroma na mimusa bibi wo ho
of any democratic elections must reflect the ultimate will of the people. If it does not, then the elections is flawed. And we have known and seen and read how nations have gone up in flames because of the manipulative attitudes of people put in charge of electoral management systems. And that's why I say that if anything happens, Madame Jean Mensah and her cohorts will be held responsible. But for us, let's come back again and state. I mean, your mama, last time I was speaking to him, he said, oh, Inu said, no, I mean, let's take it one at a time. I had said and I had advocated that he declares himself president and form a parallel government. And if he was minded to take my views, he should declare himself president and set up a parallel government. The impunity of this government, which is legendary, must stop. And that's how we stop it. So that they tell us, make a determined committed move to go and vote. And you must guard your vote. In these elections, we saw many things. We saw the impunity of the MPP manifesting itself at the polling stations, where people were asked to go cast their votes, take pictures, and come out for money. We saw it clearly. We saw that there was election treating. You know that is an offense in Ghana. Where hair dryers, sewing machines.
Well, and some now the two jams kind of brof kasemuno na michirim kakra ni okaya haman fadwin pa ne se one de waka John Dramani Mahama so be ya wonti one so won kase wo ye president e wo man mu na wonti na ban no ono so na do bu no ono so bu aban ti na chese Ghana no na akwa ese o president krabi nu e bi se sa asemu edie yado anu ehye as a security expert mi bi sa senate mo
ye mu bi enum se MDC from penny phone group there asama a omtutu agu President Mahama asono no wo sha President Mahama nyi obi a oye basabasa but the pressure on him now no minia adding because ka ono nko ade anko agi election no kura to sa na mi hu ana wo sha inusa na sema ka no onyi obi a wodo asomdwe basabasa dwen ewo ni tiri ebetimi kura ka wose bambo for frɛ no ni ebusa no efisɛ mna wo ho a yɛde yɛ adwuma wɔ Ghana wotu aba na anko yi a nye court na wode ko enye wo declare president say wo ye president now declare president shine bisi wo Ghana into wo sha diabolical regime change agenda no announce status no na bi a wo pese president Mahama ye it so bi bia wo do Ghana no enka saa asem we da ana bi so wo ho no ma pese president Mahama enkoye bi bi ne mu nwu ase se ne be ya 2024 kora wonti mu nabi ebi wo ho ebi wo no ho a eka wo mo nko a na nka saa asem no kyerɛ president Mahama nya konya emma gina NDC mu bi ɛno nso wɔ hɔ nti me deɛ president Mahama wɔ tie mi a sɛbe oyi obi a wabɔ ne bra obi a nim so wɔ dasomdue ɔma ɛmfa ne so ma basabasa bi a ma Ghana ɔmfa mmara paa so baabi mmara no wɔ no na Ghana fo nyinaa bi ho me go nso sɛ Ghana judges no ɔmo yɛ nipa ɔmo tie ɔmo nim judge bi ani hɔ a wakɔduru Supreme Court ɔbɛsɛ ni din na daate woni hɔ a ni din asɛe baabi mmara ne da no ɔmbɛhwɛ sa tentene no ɛbɛyɛ de ɛbɛba nti no me president Mahama atie mi a wontie nipa bi te sɛ Inusa no mo efisɛ wohwɛ Inusa no kasa na yɛ mammɔ sɛm ana wɔka na yɛmfa asomdwe ɛnyɛ dwuma ɛmfa mmara no yɛnhwɛ sɛ basabasa bia ɛma Ghana nti sɛ ɔkɔdeclare no ho sɛ wɔyɛ president a ɛmfa sɛmpa ɛma Ghana na ɛba ne saa nso a obi bia anya ho tɔ
yɛda ase wura Boate nyame nhyira paa no pɛ
nso ne nyame nhyira
Rapo Kunle Boate, Chief Executive for Africa Center, Security and Intelligence Studies Ghana, and pay need 100.9. You hear the bankrata na kosi wi am na later on mpinfo so ba beje dwa na ye din komo won ba be kiro ma adwen akosi wi the bankrata na no
kwesi asem bi wo Ghanaian Times mu krata fa to so dunsia we report to European Union election observers omo anaso election observation mission Ghana omo say election coverage you know kwesi udim so omo say bias ba omo say bias omo say central for bias.
Okay.
Etu omo achichem. Omo say state owned media no. Omo ye biased. Omo ye manban no. And private ones ni bi ko kan omo ho. And ebi nso so ma NDC. Na omo ke kan ni nyina bom no omo hwe ye no. Ensentwerefo no omo ye biased. Nti omo hyeda bubo stations ni din wa. Ghanaian Times. Eno achi. And omo say omo ba okrom ha ebe hwe ye toto nuam hwe se de nuam asi kwaso abato komisa na dwuma oye ye no oye ni yie ansa ne eba beto aba na ne bibia ye ready dadaada oye bibia ye to aba no so omdo mani di akire no na bibia ye transparent enti omo so report omo de aba no ewo Ghanaian Times katafa to so dunsia obi akenkan bi obi hunu kwasi enti ma memfa nsi ye ya
medasi akosia well the bankrata no emun komo no en akosia de akwakogu aman no ma minfa mo comments ne kakra mfa ntwem na maton ade kakra na me ne mpanyifo aba be hyasia no pay Radams what I'm saying Gina NPP anemu and new regime so how I'm saying fi NDC zongo kokos se Gina NDC anemu mpanyifo e na me ne omo ba be din komo omo ba be kire omo adwen afaye ensemo atodwa fiti abatwe ya to ye abepim energy o ma be kire omo adwen anopay dia man na madwin chene bi so hanum say man fa kakra enfa entwem now Enoch from Asamanka says so upon all the free you see how people how you people are struggling. MPP never again. Enoch from Asamanka say with that one now because please do you know that the cane that was being used to cane Techi in 2013 at the court is lying still waiting for Ba, but Ba doesn't want to go for it. Hey, Asemo. Which one be that man? Saki, ubiquitous inside Fadaba with that one there. Now, why is it that suddenly the NDC is afraid to go to court? Why don't they have lawyers like Sami Jemfi and the likes follow them to court? That's Henry Kessie from Ododo Dio. See, please, why? Your tuning is not working. It's not been working for the past 5 days. Okay, okay. Adami, you should get the tuning to work. You should get the things to work. They say there's something is not working. Tell the Biggie Small, Achime Nyinem says the series of pressures, demonstrations and noise making is an agenda being pushed by the followers of John Mahama within the NDC party to stage him again for the 2024 elections. It's not too clear there. Sami Boachi Asamanke says, please tell Mahama and the NDC that the good people of Ghana are sick, tired, fed up of this attitude of desperation for power. Isn't okay, let me just pause there. Charles Nyame with that one also says from Asamanke says, in fact, they themselves, they know they did not win. Those among them but have those among them who have conscience are very worried. Charles Nyame with that one. Need 100.9 Ghana Montie Suno Asogwe. Main ton ade ketwe bi na memra na menim pinfo nhyɛ ase anope.
Adawroko fiaman homene so ejiji tonton sansan e wo need 100.9 FM.
What's cool, fresh and trendy with a new look? Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you glow. Anytime, anywhere. Natural mineral water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Efiora, me mwachi o Efiora. Yes on.
Machi o Efiora. Efiora me chia wonye so.
Hey, Ewra, enforce ma msu. Wati? E ba force search me. Mo yem no.
Won so pepe.
Hey, oh, wafi, we dia me pese oni Efiora bekon. Eh, Efiora we dia ye kwa sori abo. Ewurade. Mo kwa sori. Ye pompa ye. Ewurade ka soro ho a. Wati? E be se wo ba hwa wa kraba kompo wunya. Onipa da sane timi koto this way chocolate drink. No ne yire ne mma edi nsuo hie twabia nom anopa. No wi a wasade bia hye fridge mu. Wo mako school pon a wasan ba be yi anom. Enu mpore se ne nka ne twaso mu pa ende ye nokore. Ne fie wura beti ha. Anopa dio, ewia dio, enumre dia mo no makodeo. Mo mame. Na mu wi a ma soro akotra so ndem se ye kosum ya.
Mese na dia ya late nso me yanke kabinje efiera ya wi ya kwasere bo fate ke efiera wuti fia se light bi no water bi ba wuntua bi wo boa se sika na fa koto this way chocolate drink na ba nom
ka hwe me catch no play nya play fa say this way chocolate drink no metumi ato bi pa na so na me so mo ahwe wate e de me hia ne nsuohie na nsuohie so me ntoi se me bufu a metumi ato bag mu a wate yeah efiera we nko ade ma abunfu e koto mi hwe
efiera fi de ya bro ma abunfu bi
munyam sumponie na mo ba ya trimodefo
FDA anhwe se adwede nkratoe mo agye atom se eye
Adawroko fiaman homene so ejiji tonton sansan e wo need 100.9 FM.
What's cool, fresh and trendy with a new look? Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you glow. Anytime, anywhere. Natural mineral water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Efiora, me mwachi o Efiora. Yes on.
Machi o Efiora. Efiora me chia wonye so.
Hey, Ewra, enforce ma msu. Wati? E ba force search ya me. mo yam no.
Wọ́n so pẹ́pẹ́.
Oh, wafi, we dear me person if you rub back on. If you right, we dear kwasori abo. Awurade. Mama kwasori. Ya papaye. Awurade kasoro hwa. Wati. E be say ba shower kraba kumpo wunya. Onipa da sane timi koto this way chocolate drink. No na yire ne ma e di nsuo hie twabia nom anopa. No wi a wasade bia hye fridge mu. Wo mako school pon a wasan ba be yia nom. Enu mpore se ne nka ne twaso mu pa ende ye rekore. Na fie wura beti ha. Anopa dio, ewia dio, enumre dia mo no makodew. Mo mame na mu wi a ma sora kwatra so ndem se ye kosum ya.
Mesi na dia ya late nso me yanke kabinje fiera ya wi ayakosere bo fate ke efiera ruti fia say light bi no water bi ba huntua bi wo boa say sika na fa koto this way chocolate drink na ba nom
ka hwe me catch you pray nya pray fa say this way chocolate drink no metumi ato bi pa na so na me so mo ahwe wate e de me hia ne nsuohie na nsuohie so me ntoi say me bufu a betumi ato bag mu a wate yeah fiera we nko ade ma abunfu me koto nyanhwe
efiera fi de ya bra ma abunfu bi
munyam sumponie munyam sumponie na mo ba ya trimodefo
FDA ahwehwe se adwodie nkratoe mu agye atom se eye
Need 100.9 Ghana Montie Jumedie Sunasu Agweso Mpain Fatna Sianope Ishmael Kwesi Adams NPP National Osman well and we am there be am say nunti am kokan pacha me Ishmael ade me am kan first so minimal konti am kopre me hon kokan Benedict and Nuruddin Hamidan former MC Asokori Mampon and NDC Zongo Caucus secretary, a member of the national communication team. Ade, Ishmael Ade.
Also, Papa Wangarani. Wangarani does not mean say me Wangarani.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Wangarani. Would you know when I'm saying? I say, yeah, name no, this year.
Now, Papa didn't know redeem. I don't see the link there. It's okay. A question now. Formula now. Equation. I don't see the link there.
Attention.
Attention. What's now the customer? Can you?
Position. That's the difference between us.
No,
hey,
maybe I'm
telling you.
Yeah, oh no.
I am telling you. Minimum kasa Chinese. We are irrelevant.
It's relevant.
It is relevant.
If you want to create a link, I create a proper link.
Okay.
Because I'm on 40.
I bro. Me mama kwa ba official pass.
Na office send you to na nado danko akufado do your president. Ni MPC na ahuru na so nkanka na buti na elemensa odi ka meda Ghana funi na se onyankopon na yebi to God be the glory great things he has done inshana nyunyam ko onyankopon de pempensi bri empa ye bo onyankopon etse ye empa bode na nanka sensene yin wo sunsum mpa mu na menwa nyamena dum we sene yin wo sunsum we pa mu na menwa odi Ghana man President Akufo-Addo but now second term no the MPC no so nkanka no abuti na elemensa MP for which agba we constituency
asema kwa kitwe bia mbisa na bebi a wonam ni e
nti si anka makana
I say what tiesim dodo
nti me twen bi no me starter
how the one found start
nti ma make kan yende
Ishmael
nti ma make kan yende ye do Yankopon ase
okay
ye Ghana man ma ase
okay
MPP NDC NDP PPP CPP ekwedo nko ye de win ase the way na what to abama na do danko Akufo-Addo mo be president munyamede president Ghana manation sa honorable tinana elemensa MP for Wejagbawe constituency deputy minister for health ye do Yankopon ase Wejagbawe constituency for ye de win ase they to aba boom yatimano ye here Ghana
yeah about you no so na I mean some of the issues about maybe di hunkomo but your general impression of senior bano esi yeah in terms of conduct from the EC Electoral Commission yeah cry koto abano send it to Ishmael.
As far as I'm concerned, and them imagine nabzamu in me there or free, fair, credible elections. Asumjia
ɔwom the other simple nyaman kakra bi osisi a ebinom why then one fa when one mind then obi ne kra another obinom wi and so usually nyama bi otete dem na adement mo asika kra bi ayo ba no dem reba but me dey yisi am ya joy mo paaye one machines no because you were Ghana year to about 2012 san fa Coca-Cola na apetishi and am for say twitwa hwema what do to biometric machine da onto memfa ti the apetishi dey ya wonsa Christopher dey Coca-Cola na we ensa obi wo so dey say twitwa hwem and then yamna do madam ye me na wamba nyama bebre na yamna do ma hwe kiwa ye no go protocol ye on COVID-19 no mu na ya wo yensa ye nose mask EDLM ye space and ye keep your distances in our codify ye be a collation working canny mobile 1 2 3 MPP 1 2 10 MPP naturally yama codify did the motiviala no yama cran a bien wara usia yanye and no nya fine a bit there enyim there a EC official na people started to no na do dan kwa for the number 1 na fi ebet na akufado ni tire fi ho na fi mahama be number 1. These are some of the criminal intents of some unscrupulous EC officials no one ma where the me managing but to all intents and purposes di ne mu no nyame edi en wa fofie ahwe election wa akodo jojo nti for me with the election no multibiala no human institution no there are other small pockets of problems na ade wo but multibiala no kesina wom no Ghana funa European Union kodio na mpefo na mu de at least abato ne to no okojojo okasomdwem yakopon esine hen ina ye be ye kor ye de asomdwem ni ye da tani nechi ma policies all shall say otuma de watoado mo saso egba bi de aka ho Ghana afane tampa ofra ma Ghana ayakra bohwe the election no muka boma am fide ni nala.
Okay. All right. Mamin call a Nurdin so na me so on so send you see who an impression election 2020 Electoral Commission ejuma o yeah send and net yeah abato no yeah so cry koto yeah no unhu ni say Nurdin
you ne din kan me chia etifo any ahwefo a mo hwe wo Facebook live na elections ya ye wie no obia enim elections see what has happened and what didn't happen. Na nukwa woman say from registration we raise red flags. But let me say Ghana for bebre enti ase. Ye nim say MPP be wi aba from the registration. O share your stronghold the way they bash people. Meme constituency say as an example o share ye kokumaka you call Anglican Secondary School. Abra Anglican Secondary School any part of the constituency. You call Okes. You call Asantema Eko Basi people to come. And no, we said it over and over again. We said the intimidation that was sponsored by EC and MPP during the registration. Right from the onset, the stage was being prepared to rig these elections. Yeah, can but let me salute our gallant agents and NDC executives from region to the branches. Omaya di papa. Minya anka NDC executive any agent anya vigilant anya resoluta anka nebesi wa Ghana anya ne yehwe. They've done well. Meanwhile, one of the key observations I made here in my constituency is say, EC officials no, onwe Juma 2020.
No.
I was Aswansi constituency.
Okay.
Onwe MPP executives from the branches. Unim yenti amiunsa. Unim say time I registration.
EC officials no.
EC officials now onwe Juma on the day of election. Be pray MPP for.
How do you know that? You see them.
Time I registration. Unim say NDC the agent ekoi and the MPP the omu agent ekoi for the registration.
Okay.
I feel you by two aba MPP agents now, you know, on the ground, no, they are working for the EC.
Okay.
Inti niema ye hu say EC officials ni bebre no ye kwosisa MPM say MMDC so no omo na select temporary staff no ma EC. Na oni ma de nti a me confirm o say the law says EC 10 days before election also prepare register of people are only omo beye juma na distribute ma all the political parties so that say your objection you bet me object say where MPP chairman where NDC chairman inti enyi ni din enfim me constituency o ma nya saade unim say aka 4 days to election and omokofa album bi maaye yokohwe album na 2016 album and omode maaye say omo na be juma 2020 inti osha na adeni it was premeditated. But the NDC executives, any NDC pooling agent, were so vigilant that EC couldn't do what they did. I remember one example. Onim said, this is the first time in the history of Ghana, the ballot box was stuffed with foreign materials. This is the first time. Now, the video is on the Facebook. Yet cheno handle over police now our side on them news ongu what they handcuff cheno and ya handing over ma military no koya omojan wo kwan kufi because we went to the police stations to check whether the person has been detained omo records HSA boy na ya cheno no. So what country are we trying to develop? Boy no nim oye was some ballot papers baku 6 ono kwaje ni de na obeto aba no not already wakita 5 ye kohwe ya 5 no ya tampering MPP into what year say what the ba be box and agent hu ye and omo raise alarm and e chi and this happened in almost all the constituencies. I mean ya asama mi bisa ni say how did the MPP got the stamp of the EC a security material? How did they got it? Usha ballot paper na baby MPP one ya stampo and usha a chair EC stamp no bosso ya ji sample e the chair media for iti wanwa say sa adie we ebesi na media na ya me ya pa ne say anka all the other constituency ye na anka EC ni MPP omuntimi wi aba no unim ne ye hu ba ku mienu no we send information across all our polling stations say ma agent ne mpene ama ye nkan results no until say omu be yi foreign materials ni ebe free minua na MPP aya na omu ho yesere because omu nim say Ghana battle no has gone beyond staffing of the ballot box. Unim say ufa EC book no ballot paper no serial number was so. Na counterfoil no the same serial number was so. Into ukofa foreign material enye from the EC on that day na it will be fished out. Into ya no there you fish out ni nyina edito nchen. Into na aswan se hun say victory na abane a slight one time won't mean dinchine. Na media what I'm calling for and it's a proper audit of the ballot sheet now ballot box because the ballot boxes were stuffed all over the place. And I have evidence.
But because a police station be able to aba part of it no in share no officers in electoral officers my ballot box no so no more at what point in the musu say ya staffing
during the election process send me catch on ba ko de ono ye man 5 internet eshenins ni hu into call ballot baby ye tampering no and wo yi ni o de buy no mo de fifie na buy
okay
into now they account near EC the man no into o corner o the two man
into yes bia box no na bi but omo be to aba no voters no
MPP for no
voters for no they have okay
into ya ye dada na edi ama me ade a mo wan ba ni say himfa na omunya sa stamp no and I hear for no mutinasi kotwa sa ballot papers. Inti, where and my God asem, I have evidence. Me video no ha. Inti, my God now who can say because I have the evidence. I'm wishing to you determine what I see.
Oh, Ishmael.
You don't determine what I see.
No,
determine what Nanado says.
No,
Go and determine what Nanado says, not me.
No, to Asman. Ishmael, Pacho.
Start to choose some now.
No, young Koso. Messi Koso, Pacho. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Inti, if you want to know who say Yachi Omuna, I feel the Omuni easy. I canana. A lot of the results, were pronounced without collation. That cannot stand. That cannot stand because meanwhile, your electoral process, electoral process, and they say, Ansana, Udi results in the two jano. I was out with your collation. Me constituency. I was leading the election process. Udi me yet do police collation station. Na ya tito, ye nim ye say na easy. Already on my tabulate. Say omube. Omo collation separately. Minya, me bon sama aswase for penny. Because that is not how we do collation. We do collation center. We are the pin sheet by pin sheet. As you may see, polling station. This is the results. Now you will copy. MPP will copy. Other political parties will copy. Now you now have AJ to muse ayampa. Now you trim. After they do collation center, easy for say omunyasa. And a fair regional director. Yeah, trying 2 hours on my and a fair me chia kweku. Director of election one can and a fair no say. And ya dia ebe pine. Anka obia every constituency ye na. Anka we asama ye kan anka yensi. Inti director of election kweku. And a fair regional Ashanti regional director and obaye. And son ye started yipping cheat, Bako. That is how we do it. Then other constituencies, sa adeni NC. Some of the videos now, and some of the results were announced in the rooms. Some of the results were announced without the NDC. Osha issues are raised from Techima South. Any Senate, any the kind of 4 a constituency. Let's just say collation. I was a collation. How can you announce results without doing a collation? Inti yade me te asama amonka ai munko court na MPP omonim court kwan chen omo if you say there was so many options. We have a lot of options. Court is not only the option. We have option to petition. We have option to demonstrate. We have option to go to court. In fact, we even have options say na obia odi boni bia no nyame di ni bedi. We have so many options.
Mama 2 minutes in Ghana festival.
Options in there don't determine to us what option to take. Onim say timi bom pa ye kra no obi yem ehye no no opia bonta be ka no kra. Ni nyina ye options are ye betima explore. Intimi nua adia ekoso no there will never be peace without justice.
Okay. All right. Now,
there will never be peace without justice.
Okay, so so we enter into a new another phase by mention as few so no doing because NDC monamo can say but flag bearer after results now has been declared no about Montie because on yintum NDC for musim yintum my nyanti as your from all side yes my position am take
position I take here and say minua one say ma menka bi ben chawo ye NDC ye nim ade ye nim mra ntembu mra unim say Neat FM we a corporate institution so we bibi ma me na entwe yi a e was say make sure letter say ade a wo ye no wan ye ni ye retract and apologize me patcho what be that me ntimi mfa wo prekope say wa kama asem wo intimidate court me the court be to atwene because first of all I have to draw your attention to crime why no and idea why antwe yi no obi on ma be apologize or be correct and son why by asema ye can say it's Excellency John Dramani Mahama what is say we a petition the call ma easy ama easy kase onje me name so what is asem na
yes I no pay my deputy legal director conference
as a corporate institution we are unbiased. So I'm papa say easy. Independent we are unbiased. So obi at the letter bar. It was so oji letter no share letter no respond officially. Easy and yes, sir. The impunity in this country is getting at its peak. She returned the letter. Can you imagine this lady do that? Can you imagine? A whole interested party in an election. When who's a wire idea and you were petition bar, you reject the letter. That is unofficial. And not just say a Juma warrior no car will name a Juma warrior. Because obi the letter brewer, so upe wumpe well, so oji will receive no respond. One yes idea. And elections now there are a lot of problems. We share figures now about Ashanti region. We had a problem with it. Intina EC strong room, no, you can say NDC and fire MPP and fire. We were in the room. Hey, ye Juma, I feel say, Yanko na yemra, Odumufu. Afe ye kobaya wabo announcement in we pa no sa de na no kra. So nim say ade a wo ye no no kra. Anka obesa. Why now so results no wie so watamo bag uko US. Ye de yenwu ni ebesi bia emfa ho. I salute the
one echo US.
Charlotte Mrs. Charlotte Jim Mensa. One report say oko US am I returning no. Before the election before the election, I had an intel. Said what Tofie or Texas. And now what visas ama ni family. The US embassy told her, say one election and Korea, they will cancel her visa.
Also,
so that is the report I'm having.
Okay.
Intimidation near ye can say Ghana you pass
report you know winter no. Oh. Reliable one. No, I'm just asking.
Disclose my intel.
Yeah, so it's a very reliable one. GD.
Oh, you have to believe it. I will share it to you. What kind of term can come for the now? Oh, inti minua. Bibia etrese elections no. Yeah, Danyame say you without any casualties. But getting to the end, you know. I mean, ya abano edi ama nana do dan kwa akufa. Anka MPP pa nie. Anumudwa ena ahomaso anka MPP pa nie anka jubilation na MPP so omunim say omo win aba no failure anka nye jubilation what to say omampani bia what to say international personalities are congratulate because omo say ade a ekoso no enye papa because osha minua since last week NDC, we've been publishing our results. My name is Awobia, Messenger Bell. We've been sending our results. Said this is the results we have. This is the results we have. What is the MPP Edomo results about Bonte? Me why is MPP not bringing their results to say this is what we have? Because the results the MPP had is different from what the EC had. Me news item. I don't know whether it's true or not. McMenu or Babonte ka say. On the better confirm because I saw it on the social media.
1 minute now.
Say elections, MPP lose you. Now, on more results no way. McMenu. I'll send the publication.
It's a video and I say
there'll be a publication, one of the news I messenger bell. They have to come out and tell us say I'm passing more winner abano. More results only yes saying. They up to date, MPP has not been able to tell us. Say, Omuya say, it means yeah, can say, easy on Melbourne because they say no, obviously yanko court, meaning yeah, court easy announce two different results. Yeah, court, which of the results are we taking to court? It was say Obabonte, no, cause normally now a buyer no. This is the final results. Until you will be big car. But say no dear EC we have to exhaust our deliberation with the EC. Na kopima afi there are other things that we can do but say ne bebe aye gina no say na omampani John Dramani Mahama kan no one step at a time. Say any EC na kan say asama omo kan no ntro ade na omo ye no onwa ye na omo akwan so
okay
we want them to come and say yeah, and now declare final one.
Okay.
And you will be here. Then we move to the next step.
All right, me that's Nuruddin Hamidan, former MC Asokore, Mampon of the NDC Anope, and Wadin also Najin Chedia Bamaminko, Ishmael Kwesi Adams, NPP National Convocation Team member. Ishmael, Mamintio, Electoral Commission, you move into a new phase with the discussion. Near NDC for edited ja into into.
Yeah, na sa Ghana food say means that ma come baby me fiba na ya na heads and kakra. Cause enyin fa na ma come no keke de a result na ye lose. Ye dia ko sama ma Ghana for mu de a political party ye dia ko sam wa hwede wa to abet your may lose. Still you will not repent. You still more information more for that more. As if the NDC if you go one information of Ghana and a be a new biwa. Brother, I pray catch Ghana for in there. In easy no boom and see. Easy. From the one NDC for one there. When you are button tam, Kasa no yet in Imgasi Kasa, Mamiji means a debe no America or the number of America got to down with Texas. Oh, yeah, cause the man to or Nankutini phone do or the baba. Ya woman is seeing good pay massy. Na don't sacred show young could donate basana or shoulder. Abay, if you have good legal team, go to competent court of jurisdiction. Go there. Those of us who don't even know the rudiments of law, you straight there. NDC cannot go to court. Because they say you don't get yaka. Now the name about to do. Also, any idiot can go to court. Until then, when they go to court, they are idiots. So I ask someone who say abadi spiritual abadi. You can pray. God does not listen to only NDC. In fact, about you God listens to MPP more than NDC. Because God listens to us by the grace of God in the Union presidency. 515,000 difference. Me sure the Ghana be in the Fourth Republic. 1992 made it 26 years. Into many Africa. What is he talking about? Go to court if you have good legal team. America, they should not make that. You see, your person to Ghana. 2012, Nana do down Kwakufado candidate then. Also meant someone say or call court because we believe in rule of law and our law abiding. Yeah, we know. So on the Supreme Court to cry in Yadjina, I accept it. Them time ye na ye fu yampen. But our dream moja obogu form. Ghana for do obogu. Supreme Court was some cogitum. And the grace of God, the amazing grace, Adomon Broden, Abadane Hindu, Masisa Yamiadum or a president. Former President Mahama, do you know what he's doing? He's just buying time. Onyimede, 2024, Obed Zinaman, well, within the NDC because NDC candidates were contesting, or can't send baby one on. Into this year, to get respite. So I'm by never by mobile intino. Oh, Minjin to way, Maza, who Abedjo. 1979 I'm at Ghana, 1981 Kumuina Morgana, now, Abedjo. NDC. Mrente Ketesia when your Juma Napco Kwan was also a boy Napco that war 2021. One pen won't copy the major to be ye. The monk of a yodium in a wedge of one bow, what one beko gabruchi. Mahama were very tall, stout boys. Yambi said, a shaman demonstrating yesterday. One chairman NDC paying beyond an back, never womb. NDC paying beyond, or your executive, and an womb. What in our wamba, what we go to Dubai, they are marrying Algerian women. What's the Ghana from Bessiafo 1 year friend to about Algerian ma? Yes, can what the world Algerian Bessiafo. And Ghana Bessiafo most 1 year friend, black is beautiful. They are marrying Algerian women. What when you go to Dubai and Nonga Town, Abu Dhabi resort, I can say. If you are brand what's air condition, no, I catch charge before we catch the there charge. Abofra no charge na the pages and anzi. Abata neshe. Uba school be no ko. Maintain this in Mahama wano. Maybe under Bompay there. Nanado down kwaku for the second term you'll be. Wonso wonsabaka wote. Because your president into only men people in NDC yen na Ghana fo. Obeche cake no, obeche pan no, obeche bofrot no, meat pie no, plantain chips na atabje no. Obeche ni na ma so bia no do baby order kwan ko order ko me only you cinema order nom hospital order ko school papa free SHS no ye besi infrastructure bebre na nyama den wakodo enyima joy me do a this year ma oya me do in the parliament obedzen it's a policy bia ka do one ma. Now we're going to talk as Ghanaians. NDC the wadrum baba, MPP the wadrum baba. Look, NDC nyambe bi one ma wire. When you there be a yeah no you do. So you and the police in be a ultimate be a more on 2 a 2 fambo NDC ni ana Ghana ni be ala monto. Dam okoja electoral commission mu police ni so be on professionalism with TV do video no. Why ba ko wa charge NDC boy na ma mhwe na lo gina ho na ma wa charge a no re gidi the police ni so gina waka nya abotar wayanda ma yample moje bia bogu fom mo ye na watwe menu 3 weeks time olko no na ni na bofom obofom aye na ye bobo Ghana na wan onye obi kokko ambetina ade menu na wasom gidigidi da market menu yan enu no Ghana ebe mebusie ma be ya NDC ni ebe mebusie be ya PPP ni ebe mebusie be ya CPP ni ya to abewi yetsi ya yerikase ye poya la yesa de ensem obi bi otie mi je oya NDC ni bia bisesi edu nkatia de enda ko demonstration e wa shama na ne mba no wo hen ne mba besi afo ebien mmeyifo ebien wo hen ma ma mmeyifo ba se usana na sesia obi wo hen wo de Mercedes Benz papa ebi ni was wa wala Algerian woman ade ba kwa meka sisia ho me de ene da mu video bi o social media esi edu nkatia me and Madam for Baba Jamala, me netina kwetia. But student, when I was a vice president, he was the secretary. Lawyer Kojo Adewuga or somewhere intimidating EC official. Me pe legal advice. The oya kwande esi edun ketia. Oni NDC boko the chima south na EC official o. When no what the video esi no do. Ana camera esi no da. Onya where na. Enyim go ase dugu no na ebusua. Na soro ko ejuma wom da me yam otetem na yebesre but masa ma make inde exactly 1 week ni it is fresh also you to celebrate you to jubilate he doesn't know what is coming to happen masa on the 7th January ya me ya do more than another dan ko kufado na MPC no what one city we are I mean mission white 1 week na tabia me shebia na mo ho na de shemato mission Monday or different attack. Tuesday attack for the 1 week.
Oh yes, can
oh,
I shall tell you.
Bocho.
No day.
If you so okay, you use car. Mama tell today. On why?
Also, I trust.
Why this?
Also,
and can some more banonya. It's masan. It's me. Well, me share yam. And the Sunday, me kwa so me share white. That's what I can say. So when they celebrate, but the catch MPP Messiafo na mbembe nyinara there. One chance for Messiafo mo du kufa nkogom. Bembe bia so t-shirt on satin she. Because you strobe bia Ghana ha. Ya some ye kan dey ye win. Ye wa bani me dabo. Ye continue. Njuma pa. Nzi ya tsene. Nzi ya pa. NDC, if they think they have good lawyers, if they think they have legal luminaries, NDC so fide, our lawyers are papa on court, and we had good lawyers. We still have lawyers.
1 minute here.
Because of that, in 2012 year court, no bialam we there 4 or 5 difference. No numpo Ghana for ina with the yes. There come the man based in there. Ghana for national security, police, soldier, mobile and 2 fan mobile. One more ban baby obey demonstration. Be a wash your ties, sir. on moment the fire service one moment won't do me jano na if I some you fantana
Okay.
but America in there na do dan go fado owuran oyo batampa ibi na ye free adri bibi an wor pede Ghana ni ye nti ana pe ko Cote d'Ivoire ofu obako Guinea wakwa London wakati ejuma amadana nyame mfa no kwamra asomdwem mo ba musile sa yardom petu akwahia o nyame mpengu ma no na Ghana asomdwe a o Ghana no ontsena o office nde mresanten efesanten da apim amen.
Amen. But that's it. Meba ni aba behwe four constituencies and NDC mo ka say sa particular seats no mo nyintu mo fi say no nwiemu akoso. Eba ni aba bidi no ho nkomo na epia nkomo no so di akwa ni but ma making kind comments ni bia ba Odo from Tema says ex-president Mahama should be happy of his retirement package which has been increased from 44.40% to 47.4%. GM never again. That's Nana Tuasu from Tema. With that, Tomla from Mankraso says this is the most discredited and most corrupt election ever in the world's history. How did the ballot papers and EC stamps get into the hands of NPP members? And such people are still walking freely after being caught. That's one here from Tomla from Mankraso. And Kuma Foster from Achima Irebi says, we thank all Ghanaians for providing peace within the election and giving second mandate to with election 2020 and giving a second mandate to our president. To God be the glory. That's Achim Irebi. Achim Irebi's Ankuma Foster with that one. Now to this one here that says the incessant attack on media houses and practitioners by sections of the citizenry is largely as a result of how politicians, especially those in opposition, seem to demonize virtually everything they do in their quest to contribute to probity, accountability, and to disseminate information. That's Jomo Pukiase Festus. Please, is the NDC calling this year's election a flawed election? One that shall never end. This is the most transparent and credible election so far. Compare this to the 2012 election that produced Mr. Mahama as president. Akosomo from Kukurentumi. Mamike Papa B from Sunyani says, congratulations to the elephant family. The elephant family, Ghana has won, and therefore urging all Ghanaians to put our political differences aside and unite for the development of Ghana. Mamike Papa B from Sunyani. He says, Kwesi, my name is Simon Azaliko from Agbogba, EP Down. Jane Mensah is not competent enough as EC boss. She should resign. That's Simon with that one. Teacher Constitution from Yamasi says, exactly a week ago, that Ghanaians buried the NDC. If the NDC think they have a problem with the results, they should go to court and stop disturbing our ears. Mukaila Jonas from Adia from Keri says, why is the entire NDC behaving as if there is no an elderly person or an elderly person to call the party and Mahama to order? Mukaila Jonas Adia from Keri. Need 100.9 Ghana Montie Jumedi Suni and trust young queen na and pay studio I'm saying no Ishmael Adams of the NPP and Nuruddin Hamidan of the NDC. And paid for a minimum din common margin or and semi hodwa toja. So Nuruddin Yambra 4 constituencies so far no NDC for Moody Disputy Techiman South Sene West. Say we also an attack in Swayem. Mose sa constituency is dear. Munyintum. Yeah.
Yen to mo money ye. Because election, answer na ever start election, your mra edaho. Your process is it was say the election e faso. Now before say me baso, just a quick 1 or 2 rebuttals. And ne minna e bisa say ye demonstration wa shama. John Dramani Mahama Mawahin. If you say Nanadu LED Komepeko demonstration, ne Mawahin, ne ma omuahin. Nanado any Jacob Echebi Lamte mo lead the demonstration in na omo ma wa he. Ene Nanado ebeye president, first in the history of Ghana, wa appointing ne ba ne yemo ba wa mani push. Ebi made ebi mum made omo kwa demonstration na wodi eni. Until if you live in a glass stone, don't throw if you live in a glass house, don't throw stones. Intimidation media these elections, these 4 constituencies, I won't say I catch them say 140 seats dada. Ohwe Techimana. Techimana yesi ni say simple. Ye to aba ewie. Obia polling station bia ya ma obia pink sheet. Internet collation center aba. Internet was say yen nyina ye ba collation center. Na ye collate resource. Ya nyesa collation. It's a matter of fact that collation has not been done. Woman and soldiers started shooting sporadically. In the midst of shooting, and an EC officer and they say, "Well, declare MPP as a winner." This cannot stand because it's illegality. Now, me, I don't one pan say, "Obiya si John Mama, Uncle Court."
But there was still declaration, me what? That there was still declaration.
It's an illegal declaration. You can't declare because the law has stated the processes that leads to declaration. And one fact process, the process is very important.
The process no more in this processes.
When you have the pink sheet from the polling stations, you have to bring them to the collation center. Not all the parties in any is in and collate it together. Sa at the end of person na aswan say na ekasa yempene and a kweku ema omubeye collation. Into my side, and you can't announce a result without collating the result. It is an illegality. It's a simple matter. Send it the end day. And not the even simple cry. Because one ballot box, and will be cost na cheer. Media me ojidie pass o me share story na me ojidie pass MPP na orchestrate side. Because what for a ballot box, udi dwane. Ye chewa we bu MPP seals na efi nto mo be ballot box na only NDC any EC seals and a waso afi ya MPP say omo mpene because omo seals ye efi so say ye you seal a one e was omo di subo no bono no for ballot box no dwane yen ona was omo di subo no bono and everybody knows say Sydney West enye ma NPP da. It will never fall for the MPP. Until no say no a cool chop. That is 2 seats. Uba se also. Ye ne evidence to show say collation was done. And now we announcement in the information we are having is that our people were not there when the announcement was done. How can you do this? Intipa Ghana bebe ayedui Ubetima kwatena them aya announcement. Inti enonso enya dia yebejetum because the processes have not been followed. Then takwa insuum same problem. Proper process collations were not done. Or man follow due process. All of a sudden you get up and announce. Meanwhile, we na ye contest. Ye kase. Ye follow and be brave anka MPP even 100 seats anka omunya no parliament but because say ye passum dwe be brave ni de yaja but this 4 there a daylight robbery and e ka say there be anya de aye be penny we will follow all legal process me de e me wan pa say omusi yenko court yenko court mo pack judges nti mo ka say yenko court na do nko a de oba look at the number of judges nti mo ka say yenko court. We'll go to court, but you don't determine to us what steps we take. Steps to take, all the steps we are taking so far are legal. Who says demonstration is illegal? And another year demonstration wagana. Demonstrations are legal. Enti, yempe basabasa yo sanka ye the arms na ebe Ba yanye because ye per se ye follow constitutional rule, ye follow legality, legal process. Mishanebo say lawyers there. We have lawyers in abundance. Omo who say you call election petition. Their lawyers were family. The whole MPP. Just our 2 lawyers dismantle all of them. Into your case of lawyers there, they should not even go there. Okay, say you call election petition. Their lawyer Anderson was stammering. Or sorry, say your lawyer Chikata sorry, no court na shake. Judges in the crowd him say yes. Lawyer Abakru. Into lawyers there, you shouldn't be mentioning people that he doesn't even know their credentials.
Okay.
Yeah,
1 minute.
but within the legal procedure, no, it was say who exhausted certain channel. Was say yakosini. Presiding officer in him. It's a big lie. Because you take a video and we told him that we're going to take evidence. Na se on him say, adia wa ye no no kre was ye ejuma magana. I don't know provide pink sheet. Because pink sheet, and yet pink sheet police station show near or not because now they were shooting and our people ran away and what declaring. Sa declaration now when you say famaya also famaya.
Okay.
Abra law no say every party is entitled to it. It is an ibusuya for enumgwa egwasia ono na di enumgwase no abromo ye be ne ye be ne china is within the law say ye back because I'm MPP who asem see na obeka na omo say enye no kra inti na edi video e call and say na bia obia be hu na ekoso. We didn't intimidate him. Our lawyers were asking him questions and I say documents in ho ye call regional director ono so documents in ho. Why would you be doing this?
Okay.
I want the attention of the country to be turned out towards them. They are doing illegal. So the problem be Ghana. They are the ones who are causing.
Medasi Nuruddin of the NDC. My main call here, Ishmael. So now, Minty on so MPP nyom so 4 constituencies. I mean NDC 4 chess. In fact, Electoral Commission. There are 2 Jakra or more can say. Well, South Techiman South Nidia. MC betimi solve what court or as far as they are concerned, the returning officer declared results and declared it in favor of a MPP Martin J. Mensah who is my friend as well. Say as a win auntie. That's what it is.
Brother, I must make a simple because I'm a the messages here you can come feed and you waste your time the messages for so many century there. When someone about or money you were appropriate courtesa, yet the assam to call. Yana, the ajatum there. A basasida, your friend judges, my lord. Yankupon not so Nankasa. Oh, my lord, Cassina, Ubiambo Yankupon, Nala Bonum, noble reads in the Yamana Punasana, assassin Yamanano. Yabasasi, the effing peso there, my lord. It's Yanko, my lord, name no shiny wig white. Not say go, not say wasam, not say massam. No for you infantry, I am brief. Sabi, and this way in person NPP. Moja you won't say MPP. 2012. Tell me yako quarter. No, so you won't find there. You go to yaba for club near Yene. I mean, reckless and insensate demonstrations. You could have done the same thing. But the leader then, candidate Akufo-Addo, from the way he was brought up in a civil manner, because his father himself, from the way he was brought up, from the UP tradition, no, Marco School, my law, not just a law, but an astute lawyer. I'm a politician, not just a politician, but a consummate politician. Over 40 years in experience. And you know, about it, I'm from us, I'm got to court. So in the same way, it means that former President Mahama is a pretender. He makes his face very quiet to say, on penwasem. But I've you know that it's no or different. It's the Bible say, Yimpashe Nwado, Yankupon Shakumem. On Yaminim, former President Mahama Nadjen. Sika was say no, and this farm one more your campaign. Sika Kakawa big way now, didn't I campaign, or didn't I campaign, so I'm on Sulia. I'm on Sulia. This is a show. Until the next 4 years. So Abasana could be over. Sikaka Kawaka. Number of about war foreigners and so. Or something that quite a campaign view. So I'm not saying. With all due respect, With all due respect. With all due respect.
It's a frivolous allegation.
I mean, the listeners are listening to. The discerning people are listening to us. So somebody can make some kind of some words. We used to words. I don't want to, but I'm not like that because I will not descend into gutters. I'm not descending to. I will not descend into gutters because the way I was brought up will be different. It's the American in there. Man, yeah, opetekua. Edi ogwano mo madakata ho. Man when you mobber. Man when you say na mama adwumbo no wo tirim. When you my for but em no wo tirim. Former President Mahama easy no boom, His Excellency. Call NDC people to order. Say you want to go to a legal court. That was my court to war. And see NDC for where you're yenu. Ejuma ba assembly sir. Why your contract kakaka, why your road, why your gutters. One conquer be here. No one's when you can to work wotokum. Senda ubeja waji na ba the nancy we no be a catch on the charge. No impact on not air condition him. Or the neighbor university wa brochi. Or the salad na pan on the chief for na pay. A brand on your cocoa no cosim ponzi. Okay, we ma catch on the charge. Mesrem painful. When you end this vukasa. Say, hey yaja, hey junimu ye. Sabin producer Ghana higher way. And yada be a MPP young yedzin and a yanu yedzin. Yaka the best communicationer. One and one communicate man the president win. You want some breaker. But ye na ya some can there. Ghana ni ye inti. Yen ya kwen yan ye betre free da. Non tell ya bin dodo and ye mi answer na what if you would say yen. Adum be the wadum yen. Man, the mere better matter yet be. See, I am maybe I cast a match a gun of fire. Or the other quadrant, ye, Yakasa Dumanchin womb, Casa Master of J, on Mensida, on Messica, on it's a bandit table do. What is it you go come here, Benum? Or the school papa in Sue, a quan papa hospital, lights, baba. He wants some Nordiaca. And put on the paper, but now, no brains so people provoke him. I'm a weaver she may be fool. My bumpy catch a rather there. Moti be a mama botaric say. O yama botari. And some of studio put up provoke my man carry more your mind at Ghana. On man Ghana. Now some jay. Nika say ye. No to me say. Obakodo. Na hayeti. Ghana for what say menze. Some catch a mind there. NPP. A juma so ya. Put either more money mo. I watch on what to abama hen. Manya mistake. Manya the one cry. Banam fiano no de me. Ye young pie bon mabutar. The mushra. Nakasapana futu. The young see a bit say. It's young people before. Young mean obey. Mentra mo to magufi. Vanchagana fo. Woman young wonder ho. Not all for tadonia. Njuma pa all the year and brasa sonko all the year Ghana fo when you about to fiano no de yimi na number do so ya be da mo one mo bibia na kaka na no ya yawo van chen this fo because obi on ma opekwan bi no wa nyama bi onya o hwe de wanu ma sam no o mi kaka so ya bodwe sam kasa adum chin wom Ghana penasum dwe Christian faut pas sommeiller, Muslim faut pas sommeiller, Hayen faut pas sommeiller, Aso faut pas sommeiller. Moment so mayum de yimpako. Mahama where's the vice president da? Where's the president da? Yen you there? Hayen national security, High commander in chief of Ghana forces. It's Montie be a one brother. A fun pain for be. If a soldier for, if a police for, yen you not say kasa NDC for there. Obia for na kwoti na adwena when ya adwembona obotim na say man no ofanto a otiboto wo
okay
o man na show the former president Mahama beka na moment won a ibokwa court na di wase makoto wo na Ghana na somdwe a and then what to metumi de won for plan kwa brochiri atere dem asomdwe na nguto mu because Ghana yen nyina ye man moja de shi moja ye hwie de gui
HMLC family
oh, they are quadro ye. No, do don't go for do. Yaman are some jay
ɔyɛ ne MPs wɔn ti bu money mo money yɛ crab ɔhwɛ.
Okay, may that say Ishmael of the MPP now telling kind. May ba na ma ba bebo eni bi ama mo. Na eni a emsa no pe di ho nkomo. Honorable Inus Afuseni Tamale Central Mashebe Jeni na majima adwen kyerɛ wɔ ho. Ma menkin kan comment ne bi ebio memfa ntwam na yankɔ yenim. OPK Gosso says NDC can go to The Hague and organize 1,000 press conferences and demonstrations. Nobody cares. Visionary and competent Nanado and NPP government have won the elections. That's OPK with that one. Mystic inside. Okay, so Mystic says Jin Mensa has supervised over a bloody, violence and flawed election, which 7 people have lost their lives. That's Mystic. Prekese Kwame Aristocrat. Kaswa Old Barrier says Nanado has lost elections 2 times in this country. He has never conceded none of such elections. The point must be made that JDM and the NDC are prepared to take lessons in morality, but certainly not from a brothel. The media and their fake neutrals telling NDC supporters not to protest because GM's children won't join should ask themselves if Nanado's daughters were and still part of the invisible and Delta forces killing innocent Ghanaians. That's one here from Prekese Kwame Aristocrat. Mustafa from Lower Manya, Krobo, says, up on all the academic doctors at the EC, they can calculate the accurate percentage of less than 14 million votes cast to... okay, leave it there. Positive change, Medina. Regulation 4410 of CI 127 mandates the EC chair to declare presidential results, but only once. The declaration is done in the public and in the presence of a candidate, agent, or reps. The EC's chair, after his or her declaration, becomes functus officio under CI 127. There are no provision for correction, revisions, recomputation of the presidential results, let alone unilaterally by the EC. This is the EC's own law. So what has changed? That is one here from Positive Change, Medina. Amano Ansa Adenta says one of the MPP biggest problem leading to the loss of many parliamentary seats are some greedy constituency executives. Now the Femina MP seems to be popular than even the Speaker of Parliament. That's one here from Amano Ansa Adenta. Dr. Downblow from Brimsu Apeu Sika says, if we don't take care and unite Ghana against the evil agenda of Nanado and Jin Mensa's EC, before we realize they have plunged this country into chaos. They are doing this country a great disservice. That's Dr. Downblow. Inshaba Anelka from Ashaiman constituency says, we thank God for a peaceful, transparent, and credible election. If the NDC party has any problem concerning the election results, then they should go to court and spare us with all these empty talks. Inshaba Anelka. Need 100.9 Ghana MONTIE Media soon was going. Before sorry, so but before I be sorry, so no, there's this a quick one we want to just tackle.
Any Democrat.
So my more anyway. Honorable Inus Afuseni Memra na yenti.
Outcome of any democratic elections must reflect the ultimate will of the people. If it does not, then the elections is flawed. And we have known and seen and read how nations have gone up in flames because of the manipulative attitudes of people put in charge of electoral management systems. And that's why I say that if anything happens, Madame Jean Mensa and her cohorts will be held responsible. But for us, let's come back again and state. I mean, your mama, the last time I was speaking to him, he said, oh, Inusa, no, I mean, let's take it one at a time. I had said and I had advocated that he declares himself president and form a parallel government. And if he was minded to take my views, he should declare himself president and set up a parallel government. The impunity of this government, which is legendary, must stop. And that's how we stop it. So that they tell us, make a determined committed move to go and vote. And you must guard your vote. In these elections, we saw many things. We saw the impunity of the MPP manifesting itself at the polling stations, where people were asked to go cast their votes, take pictures, and come out for money. We saw it clearly. We saw that there was election treating. You know that is an offense in Ghana. Where hair dryers, sewing machines.
Okay. All right. So, I have some more. Nuri.
I agree with you, no substitute totally. Me say anka.
Mama, one microphone.
Anka. Penumfone bet.
Emudi ahi na wa agree no. Say want Mama so friend who president.
Unim.
Yeah.
Me, I did masters in conflict, peace and security. Now, na this asama I make him say people, a lot of people will not agree with me, but that is the truth.
In fact, I don't even agree with you.
Yes, because you see,
and also could have masters in conflict. And then
let me tell you one thing: go and Google and look at the countries that have been to war all over the world. They are the best countries now. Maybe we don't know the benefit of war. Yeah, that's why we are saying this, because you see.
We should go to war.
No, if the impunity continues,
what are you saying? What are you saying?
Stop it, because
are you saying we should go to war?
If it becomes necessary, why
no,
not?
Are you serious?
Because I won't allow anybody to take my right. The Constitution said that we should stand on our feet and defend the Constitution of this country.
No,
if in the process of defending my country and defending the Constitution, I have to fight, I have to. And that is what the law says. We are not saying anything contrary to the law. If you want peace, you must be upright. Minu ya sise minu uchine. Saudi unsa bomya na miye dinya. Unfa uni. Ba odi bombi na bi di bowa ocha obebo mi biu. You see, the impunity in this country is getting out of hand. And the only way we can stop it is to be firm and be resolute and be bold and be brave to put the right things in place. Elections are won at the polling stations. Elections are not won at the EC office. No. Why is EC not bringing the pink sheet that they themselves have? In the name of peace, bad things are happening. Say, it will serve as a lesson. Say, it will serve as a lesson to them.
Then lesson said.
Say, but we have not experienced it before. We have to make sure that we follow the procedure. Everybody, including the MPP, know that the 2020 election was flawed. You don't need a magician to tell you. But how do we correct it? Everybody is quiet. Now, as I said, they are shifting attention about NDC. We are the victim in this case. We are not attacking them.
Emrani ade teacher of mine.
Emrana you can't use the law.
Ebrebi etwem obi elusu election. Oso nti ase eviem or the court.
You see,
court buasem no. Nti adentin na wo de do so I will say, oh dear, adentin na wo de can say impunity
Good question.
Yeah.
There is no one standardized way of resolving matters. Illegal. It's not illegal. Organizing a demonstration is never an illegal activity. Illegal.
But nobody is.
In America, we are using legal means.
Who can about war? And
I know they say outside issue, but yeah, because everybody seems to say young court. What we are doing, law no my quine say law no man na do kwan
but
say
we demonstration
court and walk
demonstration na bet me assistant resource nana so nim say about your declaration na ECI no
so why is the law prescribing demonstration
no nyabetraman for yesu ade I'm saying say yes emrama ho kwan say obey demonstration but me nya sure say nya ndisi mobotai enti mobotai is okay mu ye demonstration na assistant say we also na assistant achievement south na assistant Senate west na assistant the other one crab refi ose takwanso we enti upeso chair say mo be demonstration na eno betimi assistant
there be demonstration
there na fi say betimi assistant results declaration
demonstration is one of the activity because who issue also do issue na etu dwa when you do demonstration you will end up with a press release or press conference a bit cheche asemo so it's one of the tools I use. That does not mean say we don't have other options. I told you sitting here I told you there are a lot of options including say yedi be manya cry option yako court option demonstration option and all of them are legal ways so me kasa me kremoni na election say abayi me ko kan Quran na ma ye al-kunut no obia wadin samboni bia yamin any in India. Is it not legal?
But I'm sure say unim say
legal. So why are you always talking about only court?
No,
as the only way
me sure say omo ka say monko court no. Ekwan bi so no minim say oni omo nya adwe san say
before na kasa asam me no omo nya adwe.
No, it's not just
court the
it's just not MPP. Look, Imani Fuaka omo say monko court. It's not just MPP. And I'm sure say unim say one of the cardinal ways I'm waiting just say resource is only court. It's just the Supreme Court no betting out.
Say maybe so. Yeah, court. Resource mu ben e dey court. ECR pronounce two different results.
Yeah.
Emu dey na dey court. Because also unya gina it na extra petition. You go easy to
pronounce two results. Easy pronounce two results.
Uni kroma.
Pronounce two results.
And I go court nso a me fa ne say Tachiman. Declaration na ECA man farm because there was chaos into DNA or the court. So we have to press to get all those things and based on that say a person court na yako it's step by step let's not rush because adiano uko na ose EC has declared this now you better catch us say what year second declaration
Innocent Fuseni
adena one draw the attention and that's what we are doing
Innocent
Meanwhile, of saying it, I can't say anything than to say God bless him. Because him,
you won't condemn
I will never condemn it. I support it totally, and I'll support it anywhere.
When he said, Ninsusu said, Mahama so friend who president, non tia bino, and the confusion, any trouble, never.
I mean, can be being shot. Debia, I dare Ashanti. When him say, me consha FM and Richie. Me the letter of resignation echo say won't to me one try no resigning because me name say when him can can when him try into me draft letter and do come out and no am kind o share Facebook am kind e ma won't to me I dare ade am ya no mo pa mo me aso asem behwe ye dey nso so sa de o man so because also so then it becomes a norm. They be I say one say yes MPP ni be abo even state police station member was one say that. They should try it. Because yet they are two ubo bakwa bobu mienu. That is the only way you will have peace. It is so look at the MPs elect. How they were being attacked during the registration. Your MP bawa ewa edra ye bono. Edra fanya de kra. As one say obeba bebu MP. Anka ye bebu all the executives including the regional executive. Ye bebu almost because Ghana no ye pe pizza ye nyina ye ndi mraso ye pe pizza ye nyina ye follow the rules of the game. Election yan takwa. Why is it that because of election no wa kwachi MP no wa bu no obi ahwe wo what say abu MPP ni MP da minua ye start democracy what say abu MPP ni MP da aden na de bia ye de ti ho na ye bu ye nkofo there be so we member yes you member. But yeah, me pa ni say aya omo hwe ba bia omo koye sa ade no omo nko the right place
Okay. All right. Mami ma yeah. Ishmael Zimbrim. Ishmael.
Yeah, brother.
Inus of Seni. What voice in your society?
I'm highly disappointed in such a lawyer. Very, very disappointed in such a lawyer.
I mean, closing remarks. I mean,
Gwase Sampa, Inus of Seni, former member of parliament, a lawyer. I own him the legal means. If I tell you NDC don't have legal team, I'm trying to say he's a lawyer. He should even start to trigger. So I'm a lawyer. I'm leading NDC to courts. I say my head then. Honest one fan see there. Or see your man paying. This is what the people who are on no more parliament. I'm sham Ramba Ghana for. The NDC they are beating war drums. So maybe CBNC young kunku young ya bobra papa. Obi on bobra papa. Obi on yejuma papa. Obi on yana adwuna bobra papa no ahwene na namba na ebusia no podo owu cause wa bobra na wan ye nti owu mpo ye. I am telling you say there.
Let me put it on record. News of Husseini in terms of Abrabo, Wabobra Chen. Brother. If you want to say something, brother, say it. But one more. I want to know.
New the Ukasa not here.
No, but I need to correct him.
No. I want to put it on record. Say Ukasa not here. One Kasantim, but your monk can ask him why.
I feel my country maybe on teach. And until fancy American. Into Martina could tell me to because American at him. No what you say. Me say. So what you say? Now to me mbobra papa bia. If I show we no mba no abusia, microphone didi wo nsem a. We man ka we wuko. Now bia obobra papa de. No da hwe abusia ne Ghana man nimpa dodo ano. Microphone didi wo nsem no. Ondwe moja hwegu because asudi da no so. Maybe here for me fansen. Nti so nyima amre pra me ka kere de. Wakero bia obobra onche da Land Cruiser na obobra. Nimpa nyina kasa kyerɛ mo na wakomato wo yam abrabɔ na bi no so ka Land Cruiser to dia nka amro besusu wo Land Cruiser onso wabɔbra na mom nimpa nyina kasa asomdwe bagana obi obɔbra papa biara no na num kasa ya adom nkyin wom na kasa otonkofo akomado na asomdwe ba monkofo otra asomdwe m onye bra papa na nya Mercedes Benz akɔbɔkro no ana edi bɔne bi na ye nti ma kyerɛ wase kasa na nta ase wata ase into America in there. Mesre. Say a penkrofo bi mo waka sama. Ancha the man me give the power. But the American no, ebu ebon there or a fine man or ba. But sooner bana or cinema. So you two are na fine name na why are the genjan? Why on kom. That's how many are to me? American pay. Today, there is only one commander in chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. If anybody dare to misbehave, the laws of this country will deal with him or with her. Sir, is to trust some now. Or people as from Jibahano. Maza, DC pen the other one Kasa do. Into America in there. Magana Yibiala slow. Mano Popo. Magana Yibiana Kubantu. Onyamia. Odia Shasen. Odia we are some dream. No besia in a ye. Yabenya Juma. Asumje Babagana. Yamabakwado. Se NDC for say. What they are called about. Yanisekan. Yaniejan. Yaniotio. Yadi Onyankopona Sam. Bradinado, Tumobru Tumudo, Boromer Bor Onyame, Asimunya com, no Kunya Yamenukum. But still, the battle is still the Lord's. Into America in there, the battle is still the Lord's.
Okay.
Into Sobia Shakubiala, Yajra de Shibojanimu, just as Ribojanu, yes, said was Zoom. Obiankanutum.
Yeah, that's
when you come to Yakupon, Nanyamena, some Jaya. But I can't afford it.
Yes, yeah, that's it. Now can say the closing remarks, but I'm saying we end it here. So
yes, someone when I'm yes, someone when I'm media yes, someone when NDC calm. But I don't know. You can't intimidate us. Now don't want me you be a want me in she wa Ghana ha. Yeah, you ensure be out. They be me catch MPP for. Yeah, nam no cast mienu na ehye ebotomu. Green card any red card. Who the green to the green but who the red to the red. Ghana to ko bia lensi. To ko bia nsi Ghana. So bia ida obo no moja. Obefo adamo ni sunsun biola. Why not obo no moja no? Ya no moja Ghana. Sunsun boni biola. We will never ever recognize the president of
there will not be any war. There will never be any war in Ghana. Ghana shall live in peace.
I will never
Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Medasi impinfo mienu penifua Akufi and people Akufi and DC Ishmael Kwesi Adams
right or Rejoice TV also chiao
major
Samia Guso chiao we tie pa na kasa makasa no nyansa wom tidakuma to the Samia kuwa na uko
I don't about the driver now.
Medasi
and I will feel our conji chop more.
Medasi Santa Sam Medasi
Kofi man home so ejiji tonton sansan e wo